kopa ye ni nyina ne se aposifo agusakokoso abrantewa bi na pamu entremu ne se allegedly wadi bone. We do not know what happened that Emma Brantuan etimi in the hands and as in the custody of the police. Eno ena kukurantumi maso wa montiasie eni omubo chiku kojina police station. Neni e pinten ekoso Emma posifo ni bi womo epraye. Enu atiri no ane hu se IGP Inspector General of Police Dr. Christian Teteyonu ede krata betu dwa se aposifo mo kukurantumi no ade a wayi wo mo esan se he cannot guarantee their safety. Eno empanyimfo ahodo anuguso wo mu edi hu nkomo say sometimes the handling of the police of suspect ya chiom say yedi omakwa akoto anase yedi omakwa akogu cells no eno no ehun ensem abaka entina no pay be can be. But what other civil society organizations are calling for, they say, eneno, say yenhwemu a, was yetimi yenhwemu no banu. Yenhwemu e de afa esu ne ban a kukrantumi ma ahodo binum eda na die no. Yensan yenhwemu emfamfa police handling of suspects. To be abehno mahwero mo nkwa e wa posifo nsemo no. Ene yebedi nkomo sa posifo krate wo a ene na wo so mo ye wo at what time emra no a yedibu oman wo oman Ghana mu no. Ehemfa na kire se aposifo ebetimi de omo nsa kekan anasa aposifo betimi abobo. Under what circumstances aposifo betimi e de hankofo gu nsa. Se kobane se bia wo de hie bi na woko aposifo enchen na ebe wi akire no ahwere ne nkwa. What remedies are there? And amontuo be na abuso no betimi atuo in that case. And as in that instance, you be the home coming on pay live on Happy 98.9 FM. Yes, you are the kakran free diakoso no mu. Whilst you are calling for say and some people say no, ayana emotions are rising high. See anhwe ne ya betimi asa niema. Enu bi na kwa kopie mu e okukrantumi no. What we will call for is calm heads should prevail in most of these instances. And this previous in name na de ye be kwa koye enu no na bro de asie ni so. Katra kwase boy crowd so de kasebo ne brain na no pay live on Happy 98.9 FM. Yankune nkonkofa kasebo no fa kasebo ne ba do bo krata ho ne no pa abadwumu no. Ye de tifin sem ne be bratiefo. Na nkomo na aka ne nyina ne atenase ne atwe live on Happy 98.9 FM.
Na kasebo no de pa na wo pe ho.
No krata no no kasebo no ade a me pe wo ho pa enti 12 metie 6 metie any say Kambia na mo shaase no metie mo news ni via and some na mo bedi kan aka no 12 o'clock no sana other stations na beka enti the manage hu ni say mo lidi yen e ma ye hu nkom okoso no and sana other stations na beka the chat kura manage hu ni say presenters no in fact you are very good nemo mo ma ye hu weni.
No sia aboye mo bibia ache FM happy 98.9 FM so ende anapay yemra so sensem asem chofo achi akopa ba masemufo nso atena se asem kraje no anapay menso mede esomo se happy hwekronkron kase no edikan na kase bo betumi aba Facebook ne so no aba behwe bi wo ban so ana de wadwenkyira to honom ye bekenkan ni nyina de amaw na mom Mema remfi se obepia so ama onua no ne nso atumi ahwe ne ekoso ene niam ahodo a ekoso obetumi atie bi ewo man mu sanso ne atro ne nyina edi egu brofo kasemu a ya tro egu www happyghana.com oko hono a obeye bi ne watumi akenkan enana pe de bedi kasebo ne mu akotene ebi ene sa endai aposifo ahom adwuma se ewo kukwantumi a jese ena no basabasa ye si wo hono mo a police vo dan wo hokrampo yatum no endei no entia ba ne se omo ahom nnwuma se wo ho Ghana man penny hu keni eni oba tan ono edi yi na yeso lodi na mahama ono adwumadi ekoso ewo New York abrochimemo no odi atudwa no chemu se ese wiase yi na ye kan ho bom na ndei enkodanke toa titire pa ni nyanka ne ade no ye hwe na ye mo dachi kama na Malawi eni okopiem wo hon ma ba omoto abato baako pe enipa mienu agina ye yina se omo adi nkunim amendei okopiem wo hon mo a enye asem keto akora ewo Malawi ene ne mountain so weni awudo bi eka ho ene anapei
Happy FM 98.9
mede eba beso mo se happy kronkron kase no edikan na me amedi kasebo ye ba beso mu edi ameje so ene kachre akwasi yebo a yemra sisi a na yenhye kasebo na se emfema wo Yesha kasebo na se ani yesha se DFV fix the country asye na omu ne ani anim se ende every kwasi ada na ba yina ende omu anda omu ye vigil kase pa ewo oman mu ende ena bebi omu ye vigil no crampo no ben abankese mu ena revolutionary square oho ena omu ye no na vigil na chi ena mo asan ye kire e de aka ho na ye cho mo ye yina no ya de a omo hwe anim se nde yi no galamse ya etete oman no ende Ghana man pani John Dramani Mahama ene na soafo ne aban betumi di omo nan yesi fom na omo aka ni people se galamse ne yade ombe mana koso wo man mu bio enu ti ene dey fix the country for yes a demonstration no no ya cho mo ye ni yina no omu jem se galam se ni yade a
Happy FM
etete Ghana fo pa endei ensu ahodo se ye kwaye bretu ahodo ni na sese wo man mu enu ti se koba ne se mu de omu nsa be hye mu dem rufre matena se na mo ye nhwe han trenkran hanom mu a dachi bia na kokoko ba be ba bedru omu so sansa every man temu eni aguna yisi ne patem konya ko ohonom ye ntu galam se ni bi wo honom na nso endei ukopiem honom mu so yina se ya omu ya mu hwie nyeye enu ti na fix the country for ehu ne se ade ne oku yase aboa no koto no obutu nua so awse sore yeso menka se sore ne so ne mom ahwe no firi ne so a no oba wo so ene na konya akofo enyo mu nsunsanso wo galamse ho a enche bedu nkran ha na du tamale na ne na miam ya hodo anu ewo man mu enu ti na omu chem se wamra sembre Ghana man pani John Dramani Mahama emra na onye mampani na oti a kire so opposition leader no ototo sere sembre no de no mampani aye mampani na na Kwadwo Sefah-Danquah se omomodi ana galam se no ntu ase kra na Ghana for bre enu to fix the country for so ne se nde Ghana mampani John Dramani Mahama tie konwa so a na sania o ka kire enka ne mampani na na Kwadwo Sefah-Danquah no sa pepe no mo so mo tuama ne no se omomodi ana galam se no o ntu ase na no kwese Ghana for bre omo san tro sere se ene wo hwe osagefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah enrada na wudenti koya for ofida no se Enkenei saman wo hodom. No, Sajifo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. Ehwe nneɛma ahodoɔ ɛkɔ so wɔ Ghana hanom. Eba ne sɛ galamsey ho nsɛm a. Enka papa wura ho babu papa ne nkɔbɛti ne nsuo ama ne man Ghana. Sɛ ɔno kwa
98.9.
ɔtu ne ho si ɔnom sɛ ɔbɛhwɛ agye ɔman kronkron Ghana nanso. Ebeduru baabi na ndɛ nsuo mpo a Ghanafoɔ bɛnya nom kɛkɛ. Ɛho yɛayɛ den. Ɛde ama yɛntu fix the country for chem sɛ sende Sajifo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah tiase a. Ne reba ho papa na on tiase na ne saman ɛwɔ hɔ nom a. Awreho de saman no odi bi pa.
For yourself, for your generations yet unborn. I am saying this today. Nkrumah, wherever Nkrumah is, Nkrumah is disappointed in Ghana as a country, and it's because of one thing. Nkrumah stood up as a single individual, and he was able to bring justice for Ghana. Even us, all of us, we cannot even come together to fight Galamsey. Nkrumah is disappointed wherever he is, and if you are a Ghanaian, you should be embarrassed. Whilst we celebrate Founders Day today, we should be ashamed as a country that we are not able to fight Galamsey. But in Nkrumah that we are celebrating today, he stood single-handedly and he fought for Ghana's freedom. I am saying, together with my people here, all we are asking for is that, Mr. President, you promised us in opposition. Today you are here. We are calling you President of the land. His Excellency, Mr. President, we are here for you. Today we are saying that you have the power. You have whatever it takes. Give us the request you told us you will grant us. We do not care what party is in power. What we are asking for is Galamsey must end today. There must be a step that the government is taking to curb the menace of Galamsey.
Eti fix the country for no. Enie ya kyerɛ no ɔmo yɛ yankasa kasa ntuntum sɛ emrante nani abre pa sɛ ende no. Ghana man pani John Dramani Mahama Galamsey no ɔhwɛ no ntu aseɛ. Na Galamsey nsɛm ya ɛna Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ɛnka ne Ghana man pani abɛdi akyire. Enie ɔno ankasa obi a ɔkasa ɛde ma no. Enie ba no aban mu hyehyɛ ne ade a. Saa nipa kro ya nso ɛyɛ obi ɔbɛn Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia pa. Ɔbɔ Bawumia no ɛhu sɛ Dennis Miracles aboagye nso nie. Kama. Na okopia mu ɛwɔ aguna konyako ɛwɔ mfimfini mantemu. Na okopia mu wɔ hɔnom no ɛna Dennis Miracles aboagye ɛsɛ nneɛma a ɔde n'ani kɔ hu yɛ ɛwɔ konyako no.
Happy FM.
Na wura ho ma ɔbɛwi ase na wura ho sada. Adanya konyakofoɔ no ɛne aguna east ɔmuntu Galamsey. Obi kura po wɔ hɔnom atena kurom hɔnom. Ohu bia wo etu Galamsey da. Sika okoi ohu bi mpo da. Enso ende adehia bi na etu bi ɛwɔ nkuro ahodoɔ so. Ɛna ɔmo anya ho sunsuanso a. Ɛyɛ treatment plant ɛwɔ hɔ mpo. Ende Ghana Water Company se ɔmo atum. Na ɛna da ne se we no ɔtotɔ sra Ghana man pani John Dramani Mahama. So momodia no for the nice form. No share. Na aguna konyakofoɔ. Enie everything man temu ho so fi ho no mo na akomi krom o. Ɔhwɛ na nsuo ne yɛ kama. Sani ɛbɛyɛ a yade ahodo a wɔ hɔ no na so betumi ate sanse nde yɛ sukufoɔ mpo. Ɛsɛ mbɛkɔ suku a. So mo de badwade.
98.9.
Akɔ den. Enie ɛte sɛ ɔmotɔ pure water bi na ɔmotete dware. Edi bi nua aduane ne ade ɛha adwen. Na wiye no amana nso ho a ɛna ɔsan kyerɛ mu sɛ endei sɛ aban bɛma n'ani ako Galamsey ho na wako atia na Ghanafoɔ ho atɔyɛ no ɔnyɛ o ɛna watu n'ani asi MPP foɔ so ɛna ɛkyi sɛ MPP ni ammɔwa ɛwa bɛso a osisi a dan ne sisa de we ni ayade a entwa yie mfa nkyekere man enu tie be ya Ghana man pani John Dramani Mahama ọma na ni nkọ Galamsey no ho na ọma MPP for asomnwe omo.
The law should be applied fairly and squarely and in a just manner. We are not saying that if somebody fouls the law shouldn't take its course. But we are saying that we want to see equal application of the law across board. And we want to see this government eschew from weaponizing the power they have to harass their opponents. Right now, it's as if once you see anything that the government doesn't find palatable, they must find an excuse one way or the other to arrest you. And then when they arrest you, they take satisfaction in parading you before cameras with handcuffs on your hands and giving it to your social media people to share. And then they keep you for a couple of days, place some unreasonable bail bonds on your head, which takes you days before you're able to meet those bail bonds. And then eventually they let you go, and that's it.
Eti Dennis Miracles Abuajono, aid, Edema, Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, and Kanegana Man Penyabedi Chenene, and Ayati.
Happy Kasiabo.
Kasiabo Mucho Konkron, Matthew 5:37.
Happy Kasiabo. Chokronkron de di kan eno an wasugusu awutie nti betumi aba Facebook oba bo modin ase obe like comment piaso ma onua no hwe bia no ne yefre ne share no na yentu Kasiabo ne so mfa ma ho Ghana mampani John Dramani Mahama ho kene Mrs Lodina Dramani Mahama ono na nde dwumadi asunko mu di e wo US abrochimemu New York Anye amansanka bom ko United Nations omo General Assembly ekoso ewo New York hodom no wagwakọ piase na okoye no de ensem atodwa no chem se ewiase nyina mpanimfo eka bom na nde ye ba ne se nkoda omo asisisi so a omo epe daachi papa bi no mpanimfo hwetu ho na mode mo na nkoda yi daachi kama pa de mo isanse enei no nkoda bebre wo honom a ohwe oman yo mutimu ne nhyehyɛ ahodo mpanimfo ne yatum se nkoda ne ni daachi isanse mpanimfo no enye nhyehyɛ papa bi emfa man nkoda no efa no adesuansɛm ho mpomudensɛm ho mpo ebini sɛ oba ha nsuo mpo ho ayɛ de ndi ama amafo bi omodom yi ya kwan ye bibia nye enti enna Miss Lodina echemu se esa mansanka bom ko ni nyina ye kan ho bom ni ehwe ni etumi so sade ni nyina o haw ni nyina no na empai bom wa na ototo sere yakopon se ene uba Ghana hanom titira no fi hanom no inyanka bebre wa ha omuni ahwefo enti yakopon na nkasa mo ho ban na ndom mo ena afen so no Ghana hanom se nso no ye wo miamia hodo bebre na wo honom a omugigi nyanka na yetete omo enti wa hyese endei no wa dasafo no nso ase na wasra honen ene ne pade amom se yankopon na nkasa nka omo ho na ne omo hwere wo nkoda no ho bia no nso no omunya ne mo ho a ebetumi aboa na endei enkoda nketo a omo maame a no omo papa afiri mu agya omo no nso no omo ho atumi ato mo nti atrasra aman ahodo ne mu man nyina se yenka ye ho bom na ene enkoda dache ehu hia yen papa sanse oman bia no yese enkoda ene oman ne dache nti ye ma ehu hia yen se ne be ya enkoda no betumi anya be yen panimpa Eva Kasiabo ni kopie mu ewo kukrantumi na no wabua kwanof mensini mu ene na watwe awieye niam ahudo bi akoso wo horom no na jese
Happy FM.
eni enyan pa a jese abrante baako a posifo ensa so ni mu se niam ahudo bi oyeye no wanye ni yenti a posifo ensa so ni mu a ekowi akire abrante yi ene ukopie mu ewo kukrantumi ene ne mpatem mu a dibwa na omutade frɛ no abrante yi efe mu de hwere ne nkwan ya ene bright kena na no na nam so mende yi timamufo wo hɔ nso antwe ama posifo kora mu ne omusie ni tita a kyese posifo dan wo hɔ kora yatum na mrase badwani ono ewo hɔ nom Eyo nyonyamfo nana ampaw Kwame Adofrempon. Ona ndo wache mu se aposifo aba ho. A omudi omudwuma. Eti abatro mpeso aso ho no bebi a obetie bia no. 1 minute bia na police ni name. A omo hwe na asomdwe tumi aba. Eti watotasra ne manfo so se omo masomdwe embra na asem de ba ano a ena ye de ka. Na yamra na yentwa esuofra na yenkwama no ne emfema wo.
Happy Kasiabo.
Kasiabo mucho kronkron. Matthew 5:37.
Yenko wie Kasiabo no ewo Malawi memu. Ene Malawi omoto aba edi ayi mampanin. Na abato no akwa wie ye ne endra da kra ye bom amane se nipa bako enwotwe ya che omo sense on pese omo ye bukata bi wo hodom na brashe ayi amu gina se ye ntro omo so aba no mbe mampani wo hodom na so mbe mampani wo hodom no ene nipa mienu omo ayi omo ani palazos eye chakwero no ena ono kra na e mampani o ena afi so nka ne mampani eye Peter Mutarika omumienu nyina ase omu adi nkunim enti ama ohonyo kra chitafo no ohonyo isanse omumienu nyina ase omu adi nkunim ya tie ne se aba no ye bobɔ firi baabia utumi so Mutarika no ekokra watwem ebedu baabi so no na ene Chukaira kanso na chese ono so ene esen no enti ama omumienu no akwaye bibia wo ho no mu a ye hwa nim se rebe September bosumi a ewo mi a na je se nde to so aduonum na nyambo akina abatro no kra ni sunsanso ebeba na obia ehu ni smoothness level yamba Kasiabo no si na se bodi Kasiabo no mu akotena bi ni se aposifo ahyomunyuma se ewo eye kukurantumi ene ne patem sanso ena Ghana mampani no kani Miss Lodina Mahama so e de ensem atodwa se ye ma embabu ene nkoda ho hia ye mpa no mo ne ye daachi ye ko Malawi so ene abato ekoso wo hodom enipa mienu omugina mu nyina se omu adi nkunimu a enya asem ketwa wo hodom weni awudo bi e ka ho ena me de besom ende anape se happy tro kronkron kase no edi kan na me amede Kasiabo ye besom edi ameje so ene Kachre akwesi yebo amesori studio na yewura Kwadwo Sefah-Danquah one Madam Fati Shaibu Ali na afenso Prince eye Poakwa Brown na chese de happy morning show no ba besom Kachre akwesi yebo a eni midin na mesori so na aban ose me ye ne den endra wadu birthday wie waku nantwie wa mfrɛ me amamma mbawi na anajo 10 o'clock a medu fi amabra me da no afi na ofrɛ me say party na ekositi membra we ni efe munye ska say we the birthday kunantwie nti afi na text message me kona area Kwadwo Sefah-Danquah atras amasa unya onko na odi ya amame wazaba sawa bonyuma dompe ya kukompo so bizasa kiniye nimdawa bombonchen nkasi ya bonsusua A1 agopura memu sensu shunku happy FM wazabo happy FM enijenkwa amame wazaba sawa bonyuma dompe ya kukompo so bizasa kiniye nimdawa bombonchen nkasi ya bonsusua A1 agopura memu sensu shunku happy FM wazabo happy FM enijenkwa
Efri nua hini ekosi nro efri haban edi konkwa Ghana bibidro di tumi sorry ahwodene ɛne nokura mu ɛbrɛ no duro sɛ yɛde Ghana Herbal Conference a deɛ di kan kraa ɛbrɛ wo dwumadie ɛbɛkɔ so December bosomene da ɛtɔ so mmiɛnsa ɛkɔpem enum ɛwɔ Prempeh Assembly Hall Kumasi asɛmtitra ɛda dwumadie ne so ne Harmony in Herbalism, Balancing Tradition and Innovation. Bra na bɛhwɛ akwan ahodoɔ a yɛyɛ bibinuro na hunenuru ahodoɔ a yɛayɔ ɛwɔ Ghana ha na ne adunsifo akukudan ɛne wɔnom a wɔyɛ bibinuro mu hwehwɛmu ɛne nkɔmɔ ɛho hia saa dwumadie yi wɔnom a ɔma so yɛsene ɛmeɛde brɛ mu ɛyɛ the Ministry of Health, Ghana Federation of Traditional Medicine Practitioners Association, GAFTRAM, Food and Drugs Authority, FDA, and the Center for Plant Medicine Research. Bomodia, nakwa befontin tankesi so www.ghanaherbalconference.com. DHE ewa befontin tankesi ahodo so at Ghana Herbal Conference. So pese obeda wunra wayo no edi anase ope baby a ubetimi di unro na sie ewo dwumade na se a bomodia na frey ewo tetefon homa iso 0202-222-095. Ana before forms ewo YFM Kumasi Inshaya so ben MTN Inshira FM anase Love FM. Ghana Herbal Conference, our roots, our remedy.
For all the news updates, trending topics, good music, and unbiased analysis of various issues, listen to the Happy Morning Show on Happy 98.9 FM. We are your morning companion.
The morning show that brightens your morning with exciting news, great music, great talk, and incisive discussions. This is the Happy Morning Show, Mondays to Fridays on Happy 98.9 FM.
Kwababi and Famra, Happy Morning Show is live on Happy 98.9 FM. KMA Mayo, 2 p.m. Asante Mambo NDC, led by His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, will send Ghana to the promised land. Long live Ghana, long live NDC. Greetings to Honorable Richard Akwesio Foribuedi, aka Kinzuba. Kumasi KMA Mayo, 2 p.m. No do it free. Kumasi Edibaya Asante Mambo. Galamsey must stop now. Piaga no do we about live on Facebook. Emil Smith, Emil, say good morning to you guys. He says a good morning going out to you, Emil. Me and fan as a guest here from our sedan then you know I'm mutin for needed to Happy 98.9 FM. Na mutie in some who do I do come on and some of our listeners say Happy FM say ijai jumedia obuka koto stereo enye enyum kwana obeti
agesi tie enyum
unti enyum edu tie wi manini jumu uti enyum ni wi a uti yen na tie enyum nti bibia bio. This one is coming from Comensa Pillar 2. Good morning. One also at Nediaba live on Facebook or say stop Galamsey now, stop Galamsey now, stop Galamsey now. Anyway, my regards to Hajia Safia Mohammed, next NPP National Women Organizer Hopeful, and Anna Henkai, aka Kade Golden Boy. Comments up Pillar 2 no do we ebaye. Galamsey 70 idea dan dangerous Rano Pay was it me can once. Hey, now go kunya kwan see a year headworks na wo no. Baby and Shunufa. Ede ko emomotimi son in Shuni so no. Now I think that you may find some of the visuals Facebook. Now odi ato odi mama. Okwa they say a year sa headworks and baby and Shunifa me de ko na yakwa koson in Shuni so na de afa droben ho do mu de akwa manfo afie mu no. See a baby to me sense in Shuna a free rivers no mu eba ede babegu headworks no mu na ye sonne so ansa na de nsuo no akwa afie mu no. Hey ready. If you're to look at the water, but I would want you to join us on Facebook. Now, I'm your visuals, and with that kind of water, how do you expect, say, Ghana Water Company Limited? Ebe to me, as Sony sense so, acting sunani, a man sunani ya crodia, sebia, one more, and to me, conquer DBA and family. And not just that. Now, there is a research report to be about to jar. Womu etremu say, enobaya hodwa ye dua ewo mia hodwa ye tu efeme gudie kwambone so no. Ye ka mercury ye ka eye arsenic, ye ka eye other chemicals wo enobaye no mu a ye de ko nkura hodo so na ye kokodi no a enya asem ketwa. And so the other time me ka kire mu say onipa ba ko bi ni sika openti or the amanfo ahodo wo mo ekra ekwa akoto isamu. And sometimes enema we bi wo ho a ye hye dan fe ni hwe until say bi a research ba beto dwa enka anuane no eba ye nyina ebedi ni saa obi anka ho hwe. But we know the consequences of some of these metals ekokowura ovidie no mu a yenim de eye. And so we should not be joking with the illegal small scale mining. Enya de osie didi agro. Enya de be say we NDC and as NPP and as we inti there be no. I think that we need to go beyond the NDC, beyond the MPP, and think of the nation. Yen you know man ho. Ni musi an say so. Ni aye whether in the name of NDC or whether in the name of MPP, as to whether ni aye or mine no. Ese efata. So you be a oye NDC ni, you be a oye MPP ni. Na ebre bi etwa mu anase sabre ye kase ye. Wo de usunu ban bi anase wo kasa bi e de atai illegal small scale mining echi a oye mamofo. O bo man. O say man. O ku amanfo. O ma amanfo anya yade a and no more circumstances no more your match so be kwa kunya za yade no. But because you are supporting in one way or the other illegal small scale mining ti amanfo omu hwere omu kra womu nyayade a na nkankane ebinum kra ehunu bi da. So if you are listening to us this morning oyo obi a ode waji wanim odo hu asi ho say illegal small scale mining na wo ye and I know say you lambast me, I don't care, but the point is that hwe de wo ye no na hunu esunsun sanso say number 1 ye say nsase ye say yensu wensuwa ye say yenkwaya ahodo ensase na nke betimi adua so enobaye na yenyina yenya biadie no ye say no obekaya 2 years ago and I'm a radio to catch them say the Water Resource Commission ehwehwemu ehunu say ensu ahodo a edam ya ahodo a ye dua anase nkura ahodo a ye dua koko wo so no nyina no most of them are contaminated. Enti ensu na nke betimi anya ade agu koko ahodo no so no sese ensu no ntimi mfa ngusu bio obeka se ani koko farmers bi din koma say omo tonsuo e di free krom so ansuo ne di ko koko fuo num ansa na mo timi dia kwa akogu koko ni so all because ensuo ahodo no a na nkankane ya sutini ahodo na nkankane enam mo mfuo mu anko betimi anya bie ade agu so no sese sansuo ni nyina asai sika ekokwaje ye wo Africa Development Bank say nke ye de ba be dis adwuma no yes and is kind of coy to a tune of about $200 million. We have to return the money to a AFDB because it was for the purpose of irrigating a cocoa farms. Aside the sika ya shrin no. Ye hunu cocoa ahodo a ye twegu. Ye hunu yensu wensuwa. Zanka unya eye konyako headworks no maame a nana mpacho ko search mame. Ubenya konyako eye headworks no. Ubehunu. Ensu ya no kura ne sese ho akwatwe ewo nkuruto ahodo bi so. And we will sit down and do NDC and NPP. Say NDC for or they are not having ways and means to deal with the issue. Say NPP for omo ye baby omo kokoduru ya no ye so anu enye ye. It has to go beyond the two political parties. If indeed we have the interest of the state at heart. Oko Facebook ensio ahodo yes pra ankobra bremu ninyina go to Facebook and see. Forget about whether update na no pay. But go to Facebook. Ko Facebook na ko. Look, the devastation that we are causing to our own environment. And the annoying aspect is that sometimes foreigners back home yebufuo nyina ne de akwa akogina ye foreigners no so ye refi say ye no man ye lead foreigners no eduamo ko san kwa ya hodo no because you see it will be strange for you to tell me say I obi to Singapore obi to China onim eye kwa ye bretu a eda ekuase da bi onimo obeduro man mu a eye yanom a ene edi omanimu ni ode makwa akowura nkwaye no mu ni aka trom se mumfuntum nkwaye no na muntufu magudie for our own parochial interest enene yeso ko takware ne mpotemu nsuo bi ni ho obeko eye aguna konya akone ne mpotemu esanse nsuo a na nke begu eye headworks mu ba bia Ghana Water Company Limited betimi aso ne nsuo ni so na omde nsuo no akọ amanfo afiefie mu de nam duruben mu akọ amanfo afiefie mu sese yesi nsuo na namu eba no enya nsupa ana Ghana Water Company Limited entimi nkose sika puduo emfa nso ne sa nsuo ni so emfa nkọ amanfo afiefie mu enti enei wom se sa bia no ye tum esanse so mu gya sa akra no a eyade a esanse mfidie no ye de si ho se won konkoso ne nsuo so ya mfa mfidie na nkwa nkosi ho se won konkoso ne anwea so mfidie no nya anwea na etuo enya anwea na etuo and I think that we are not ye mfa ye ni mubu ye when we are going to get to the point of yanka say we are water poor say bia won te ya wo ye ka country ye ka so mo ye water poor omu nsuo omu ntimi mfa nya hwe ya just google and I no pay na hwe sika wo mo say no just importing water what you say google and I no pay na hwe nsuo o mo say no for you so sika o mo say no say don be buy o betimi e dia kra nsuo e dia ba o man mu and we will sit around NDC NPP we no jaye NDC we no jaye ensure no asay no does not know whether obi belonging to NDC and not obi belonging to NPP ensure no a ama me maame a wote eye kura bi ase okwa akose bi no anom no enkyere se ebia oye NDC ni a mema ensure nani atede ama oye NPP ni a mema ensure nani no, it does not discriminate. Enyenyi mu ensio na sai enti obi bia obekwa akọfa nsio ni bie obi bia obekwa akọsa nsio ni bie so odekwa akọdi dwuma bia no ensunsuanso obi obenya so ye NDC o so ye MPP o ensunsuanso krono na obi abenya ensunsuan krono a ena obi abenya se eye mercury ena wom ne nyina ye kosa ye ne enum a anase ye de nu aduane anase ye de igu ye no bae so a eye ensunsuan ye krono a ensunsuanso krono a ene ye nyina ye benya. And we should not be sitting on radio doing propaganda, going to areas ahodo say ye ko ne yakwa akokase ne yakwa akokase. The point is that we have gone beyond that. Ya hose ya traho and have the interest of the state at heart. Yemfa on ye yo ento yakoma so. And for say NDC and as MPP and as CPP and as PNC and as APC. Yemfa on mine so man betimi akoso ye no. Yemfa nto yakoma so. And we should stop politicizing virtually everything in this country. Bibia ya de be amanyosem. NDC na ye MPP na ye ND ni gina fa ko ni market time sa. Entimo pa chese ye nyina oman asoman. Yentimi nko benkrom enka se bebia yakwa akoduru nie. Enti bebia yakwa akoduru di anamonto ye nyina tie o. Enye NDC and MPP. The interest of the state first. Enye the interest of any political party. The interest of the state first. Ye nyina yakwa benkrom anamonto ye tunie. And we will decrease there shouldn't be any attempt to politicize the fight against illegal small-scale mining or mining. Can't we do that? Kwadwo Sefah-Danquah is not being stopped because of party politics. When the politicians are in opposition, they behave as if they are angels. But in power, they are devil incarnate. Unless party politics is abolished for a non-partisan form of governance, there will be no future. Lord Nati, you are live in Suhum. Can someone tell us the number of excavators in this country and the number of contractors in this country? None of the contractors need more than 10 excavators, but one group of galamseyers has over 5 to 10 of these excavators. Why are we so wicked to destroy our water bodies? A country called Ghana. For Adrian Cerebra. Live on Facebook, Rapapa Fatisha Iboli at Transiana Pewaha. So sister.
Sefah-Danquah,
Yes.
I think we have a problem as a country. And I am not saying this because of Galamsey in recent times. This is not the first time. So Kunyako head works so said water dam no. I want about some
Yeah.
In 2011, in Ensio hu kwatwe wo ho. At that time no, then Minister of Works and Housing, now Speaker of Parliament. No, minister no. Ebeka I say they are taking steps to ensure constant flow of water in the Aguna area. Ombedreje Ayensu River no. That time no be 2011 no. Na Galamsey ati say now aye so rampant to be a no. No, there was a problem. There was a problem at that dam to your friend is saying choke or bibi etochima wo ho. Enye and I would want to believe that time no yanshe dam pay ni anhwe anya de papa bia. And now no Galamsey so abeka ho ama na say kra. That time no omuka I say omube disilte Ayonsu River no Ayonsu River head works to ensure constant pumping of water to the people. Minister no eka say at that time people should stop polluting the drains and river bodies to avoid floods. I then can say where ye templates. Templates kasani bini. Yes, templates kasani bini. That aside, 2023 March, shutdown of Konyako water treatment plant to affect water supply to Budumbram, Gomuafete others. Mepacho, Enonswe. Management of Ghana Water Company Limited has announced a planned maintenance work to be carried out at Konyako old water treatment plant, not the entire plant. The shutdown would interrupt water supply and all those things. I am saying, say, you say Galamsey abese nyoma bebre. As we know, Galamsey wreak havoc no. The normal things that Anka Galamsey ni wa. I was say yes and ye beya insuo hu enkoba asem no. Eno nso are we doing it? Right now, no, Galamsey akofa nsem bebre aba. The devastating effects of Galamsey, no, yem to me in kind. Ene. But let's also stop hiding behind it and do what we are supposed to do. Mekai years ago, Cape Coast, na nsuo hu ye den wo ho no. Yeah, isn't a infantile girls school? Yeah, amount for your more of say we go school how unware. It's not today. It's not today. Why is that? Please. They've shut it down already because Galamsey so abeka ho ama. Afa nsuo no. Ahono ama. We are the a few me fan say bia 2-3 years ago no. No problem neighbor. Emma Umbeka said now they are spending more to treat the water. Now no. They can't even spend to treat the water because the water is simply untreatable. And now you can say, if you think say eventually, we started from we are spending more to treat.
Yes.
Now even if you have your money, you can't even treat it.
You can't even treat it.
And when we're spending more to treat, you know, we felt that maybe all we need is the money. Into Yenyeska we will be treating. After you can have your money and you can't treat. And no swear.
So I think that if you go to Facebook, Nana, where do you mean here? We know me here. I enjoy know you in every home. Me here back on baby, and you not saying that's that's the genuine issue for me this morning. Now, ya tune you. Last week, say yeti radio so I show no ano, and Benjamin Kofi sending me message saying him say ya to pipe mo in one of the areas. the central region for close to about 2 weeks and to 3 weeks. And I can't ensure. So for me, I wanted to find out because I mean it's critical. Ensure is very critical in Jumedia area. If you Jumedia area, and so say you cut ensure, and I said the supply of water you try. Not just a hotre and aba, and I am concerned about sanitation and other sanitary conditions in those areas, especially say hospitals or what. And it means that this is going to bring in extra cost on facilities schools hospitals restaurants a few more one more was to mean so the man could dware is in Kodanioma be a call a janine so means so be no pay Nina no a idea home a baby and a home a quatry. Now according to reports a idea a headworks here to me when you headworks here to me is going to affect close to about 10 districts. Close to about 10 districts. That's the see. Apart from say, since 2011, as Fatih gave us the chronology of events, also headworks. You know, aside that, every single step along the way, the see a biano, and I'm on 2 year. Yeah, I don't see the swano. And now we understand that Galamsey has complicated the matter. A man some no ayefinyaya, a jinsemu. And this is extra burden on especially a ma. Because women would have to find ways and means to have water in their respective homes. So I mean, all the domestic worker, especially in the rural areas, they would have to go and find water. And so we need to be thinking about the air cost with regards to Galamsey in a lot of ways. Yeah, Johnny says Asana say Kwambenso. Yeah, Johnny says Insuno no say Kwambenso. As soon as Sansoni dear him. And as soon as Sansono, Ewa Hinifa. I mean, and this is an immediate impact of illegal small scale mining. Nana fa visual baby I say media manim de sagana for hunu bribia ko Facebook it is there and yeah newspaper headlines and bro in GB but it's a bigger conversation that we need to have. It is a big Nana Medas and Yamin. It's a bigger conversation that we need to have. That every single morning we need to wake up and ask ourselves so the boy is this the kind of future ensure when ye jadiama in Trimano. And as a sans we are saying no, and sassi that have been contaminated by mercury, any other metals. I would want sa and sassi when you show in the German Kodano. How do we expect Nkodano to prosper if we continue ravaging, damaging, destroying, and polluting the environment just like this? And Zaziben, what kind of future are we living for Nkodano? We need to go beyond the politics. I think it's becoming too much. The politicization of virtually everything. BBI am on yourself. Anya party A and a party B. Anya party B and a party C. Anya party C and a Q. We need to go beyond that. Happy 98.9 FM. And also go to our channel. For our joint cerebral, bit media, Facebook at Happy 989 FM. Udruha, our joint cerebral, bit me edge. Why is it that we seem not to really care? Because we want to score political points with the fight against illegal small scale mining. Tobacco ye na ba kwaba no aba be kan de obeka na ba kwaye no aba kwaba no aba be kan de obeka and then baby and same gina no e hwa na gina. We are not seeing any dramatic change in our quest to rid our forest of these miscreants and criminals. Mamofo we no. Intimi you won free insurance one intimi you won free and kwaya hodo no. Really? But we can go beyond our borders and go and arrest criminals and bring them into this country for them to be prosecuted. And we have criminals within. You were criminals. Every single individual that is involved in illegal small-scale mining is a criminal. It's a criminal. It's a saboteur. And we should not mince words. It's a saboteur. That person is sabotaging the prosperity of this country. That particular person is sabotaging the prosperity. na wɔsɛn kwae ni nyinaa no ɔsɛn su nsuo ni nyinaa no ɔsɛn ni nyinaa wi a where do you stand ɛyin fa na ogyina asɔman the omo waduani dia would dictate what you have to do the omo waduani dia no bekyerɛ yɛ ni abɛyɛ the omo nsuo no kura de na ne ɛko and so state asset a yɛmfa ni agro and whoever goes near our river bodies goes into our forest to mine. Whoever is ravaging and polluting our environment is a saboteur of the state. Ati, yemfa double kratan. Anopa yemfa. Mrakasi madu na non swambo live on Happy 98.9 FM.
Ecclesiastes 10:10. If the axe is dull and one does not sharpen its edge, then one must exert more strength. However, the advantage of wisdom is that it brings success. Banner headline, Brian's bold cocoa move. And no, a news desk reporter, Ediaba. Logis Group leads landmark environmental restoration in Ghana. A Galamsey, the picture of a Galamsey ravaged site, Mansie Central, in the Ashanti region. Abetuo, Koshebi. Kufua warns NPP. Intra-party rivalry can cost 2028 victory. And also, Hanoma, former President John Ejekum Kufuor, Ede Abba. Sasso and a 4 men arraigned with 10 others over violent attack on Kwabena Palace. And also, Hanum. 100 artisans matriculate for AGA-sponsored skills development and certification program. Ashanti Peace Council comment on 24 as it marks World Peace Day. And also, Ghana loses $100 million annually to raw rubber export. ANRAG, ENA-ECA. ICOM's hitches trigger demurrage costs. Teacher allegedly defrauds nurse of 90,000 cedis. Yako Nigeria diary more. Tinubu has no plans to extend tenure beyond 2031. Presidency replies El Rufai. Eno Ewaha. ECOWAS Parliament opens 2025 second extraordinary session in Port Harcourt. Enugu government condemns murder of Catholic priest, places 10 million naira bounty on killers. Court to rule on Nnamdi Kanu's no case submission on September 26. The Chronicle.
Yamfa Daily Graphic double cratano at 7 family for now live on Happy 98.9 FM. Akasima bako beye insia na nonson abo. Na as if this read double cratano mo na no pay was SHS students must use harmonized prospectus. Freshers to report October 18th, GES. And on this answer, we are to the story comes with a picture of Professor Ernest Kofi Davis, Director General of the Ghana Education Service, NNA. Nimfoni Edahan or CNA. Emma Obiang Kuni Suku Munkonkase or Kwakoji Suku, no, womo prospectus. There be a harmonized prospectus. No, a didi Jumano and one was our phono, Mutimi Emma Monsaka, na Ediame Womono. But me I told the amount of Fran Kodanabeko school a year October Bosomene de Tosu Idu Emoche no Munina Ashasia Womu Eco School. Now message Medina say no pay Medican editor just and send be a coso between a Ghana Tertiary Education Commission and the University of Cape Coast. Ubese was a ni ecopa. UCC Vice Chancellor controversy. GTech takes punitive measures against UCC. Eno Katafe Tosu Idu Miensa. Entiene ukopiemu a GTech nene womo say hwe oma suspend support ahodo I was edema the University of Cape Coast say prof nya akoma ka kire ne se ni mfie naso was ofiri ho ema omo hwe so betimi anyo bi foforo amane de ahye ho a eno so na prof nya akọ ede ensem na kwa akodan Cape Coast High Court a wo kire mu se won fatabo no ento anamontu a GTech epese wo mu etu no so isan say GTech prof na lawyer for chirimu a university city no womu wo akonya se obi a wadi dwuma amana so ani bia no wombetimi extend ne tenure no by 2 years say omu chiremu say prof edi infia dusianti o say o proceed on retirement. A university said that there be enya sanity. The university is also autonomous. Enti GTech intimi nkyerɛ no chenchena chen de e wo se woyo eno ensemo ekoso edin eni edi akire. Health alert, poison cases on the rise. Page year 13 of the Daily Graphic the Obokrat and fa was it and they some man for the poisoning go a man for nu animu man for ye de fra eniema de amomo anu no was ropa yi papa ofa kat fe to so edumiensa me modern asem de story no e fa kakra bi e bebretiefo ene ahwefo ene anope live on Happy 98.9 FM eno kratafe to so edumiensa eno ena ye kiremu a at least average of 20 cases of exposure to poison or poison consumption are recorded in each of the public health facilities across the country. 20 cases of exposure to poison or poison consumption are recorded in each of the public health facilities across the country. So do the math for me. Public health facilities are recorded 20 cases even within the entire year. We cross it every month. Every month, bosumi bia cases are recorded no. Ede kokobo ede aba se yenye ahweyi ewe ho. Molex Foundation to train 500 girls in STEM. Eno ewo aha. Yenko inside Africa. Eho and a vote count underway in Guinea as junta leader eyes presidency. Inti adea okokopiemu ewo Guinea abato ekoswa eneno iguso yekenkan abato no. Israel has committed genocide in Gaza. UN and womode same way atu edwa na eno reporter UN ede ebabetu edwa efa ntokwa ekoso between the between Palestinian and Israel. Eno enenra some of the nations ahodo anankenkane omo regard Palestinian as a sovereign state and enra omo chase say omo regard Palestine as a sovereign state. Let's end vicious cycle of political persecution. Eno sahene Alexander Fenyo marking on this same way to Idra. Ghana makes progress in neonatal infant mortalities. Eno asemode fix weaknesses in regulatory system for easy credit access. Eno the presidential advisor on 24-hour economic goods Tano. Ano eno di etudra se banks ahodo mu omamu no. Monhwe weaknesses what regulatory system no mu. Ene kwa mbe faso betimi aboa ama Ghana for brenu ano wo pesika dia kwa koye enyuma na so pesika dia kwa kotro mu mu no wo ebetumi enya bi Daily Graphic the Obokrata no mu nsem bia na no pefa betumi ehunu no wakenkan no
Meanwhile, daybreak into Aswe. Galamsey fight. Stop the laissez-faire approach. Miracles to government. Lordina Mahama appeals for global support for vulnerable children. Zoom Lion crucial to clean Ghana agenda. Sanitation Committee Chair Ena Kasasemwe. Health alert. Crops, fish poisoned in Galamsey areas. New study warns. Coming up, Editrum and the Dreamscape Company Limited contracts. And also, Ewa Hanoma, Ekame Apa, na Wakokaimbi. French Muslims on alert after severed pig heads found at 9 mosques. And also, Ewa cyber attack on a European airport caused by ransomware EU fines. And also, Ewa Hanum. Saso and Ghana joins UN fight to protect humanitarian workers in conflict zones. Government must heed public outcry over Galamsey. Sheikh Arim and Kakukrantumi police officers reassigned to Kofredia after station closure. Mpacho asatendra nedie na omasan akobak akobie eye police station no ntisa eneno etie.
The New Republic double crata no edaha mamenka so Kakukrantumi nsem na no pe bedi hu nkomo a reporter ade a wono ednani akyeremu a wakwa kochinchin eye Kakukrantumi ne importem watiti mu de akoso nyina no ena no pe bedi ehu nkomo. And again the questions that a lot of Ghanaians are asking about how criminals and how suspects criminals and how suspects are handled by the Ghana Police Service is also a bone of contention. And I know people tell us in some how the police are supposed to treat. When I was say a foul be and I say a chew be a suspecting to say be a quack with the bonibia. Quite fast, I was see it to me a shen one. police for ehwe no ho nsenka eno nso sansemi ema no homene so no asɛm a nipa bebrenu no ebusa ena no pa yebedi ho enkom na emom yemfa the New Republic the obokrata no na yemfa mu nsɛm de bi mfamra tifo ne ayefo na no pay na yemfa enchiakese yemfa nkonkoma samufo a wono ena sa the New Republic the obokrata no mu owura David Tamaklo wono ena ye president of Primpark na offer the New Republic the obokrata no asɛm titire ai da nimu o se first lady takes global stage champions children's right at 7th UN General Assembly prayer service for children. Inti eno ene asem kesia eda dobokrata no mfa kratafeto so enkron of the New Republic dobokrata na betimi hunu nsem no na waken kan ewo ho. Eyes cleared, Afenyo marking throws weight behind 24-hour economy and big push agenda. Eno kratafeto so miensa ena ene no chirimu a ora Afenyo marking ene nei o chirimu se 24-hour economy any big push agenda no yade a wagye atum prekope na woka kire mabuna hodo a okuko hyombe na wotwetwa mu se yade a oso mu bomodin atimdi omho ehyemu na emfasode ewomu no wo munsa atumi akabi. Ghana Stock Exchange's rally hits new heights with near 60% year-to-date gains. Indiana oko GSC Ghana Stock Exchange say there enema akoye pa the boss ni so boost for agricultural lending as BOG approve Gersal's guarantee as loan collateral eno ha 3.5 billion US dollars galamsey apocalypse rocks farmers eno a reporter na Europa Fatisha Boli eka ehun asem sesia no se we nsu ababeka ho a ene ye kamia sese yanhwe ni yi a yade a enobaya hodo a yedua na nkenya bi edikwa mo no ne ekokopesika edeba omamu no eno nso ehun eba bekọ eye atwe anase ehun eba beba asem the New Republic the obokrata no ensem wo mu bia na no pafa betimi hunu wakenkan no.
The Ghanaian Times banner headline anopay at annual National Molid support Galamsey fight government rallies Muslims. President launches the Accra Reset Reimaging Global Governance for Health and Development in New York tomorrow. Eno ewaha. Our leaders must emulate Nkrumah's ideological conviction. Dr. Anoche Frempong Enekaye Saso and other stories. Albania ewo paper nimu. Parliamentary Select Committee on Water Resources Sanitation tours Northern Region. Eno ewaha. Disaster forensics lessons from the Z9 helicopter crash, building a resilient Ghana. And also wahanoma ubetumi akan Namibian delegation visits Ministry of Education and no ewaha and Galamsey in honor of Kwame Nkrumah. And kasa same way. And also ahanoma ubetumi enyebi akan. NDPC Stock Exchange to strengthen capital markets role in national development. Way stories Albania the Ghanaian Times.
Yemfa the hawk the obokrata no emu nsem no bi emfamrel ene anopeye na offer the hawk the obokrata no or see keeping Araba on the bench is absurd. Lawyer removed means removed. Court door shut. In the end, the idea obekaya na otwetwa mu no and former Chief Justice her ladyship get to Daraba Isaba Tokono Saki or de asem koko dance ni bia a wotremu say or contesting a removal from the bench but not a removal as Chief Justice. And no, Pacho, it was Ghana for misconstruing. Ghanaians like misconstruing a lot of things. Ghanaians like misconstruing a lot of things.
Encore retirement.
Encore retirement. Encore retirement. A retirement. A brand new. If she's been removed as the Chief Justice of the Republic of Ghana, does that also mean that she's been removed from the bench? And that's what she's fighting for at the High Court. I've heard people saying that the High Court does not even have jurisdiction over this particular matter. But then, one more penyumfa omunim de, and I believe say the lawyers enim de they know what they are doing, and so your opinion may not necessarily matter. Court in the be decided. As soon as that's in Libya, Eno ena ura eye Clement Opoku Gyamfi say removed means removed. She's been removed as the Chief Justice. As the Chief Justice. Is she also being removed as the Justice of the Supreme Court? Eno another big question. Ghana, Burkina forge deeper energy friendship. Inti ene yadia anyina hoɔdene ene ahoɔdene efofra yenya edidi dwuma ahodo no eno ene Ghana ne Burkina ene anyonkofa a edi mu pa ene wɔn afa wɔn so wɔn boa ama saa dwuma de wɔn die ni nyina no wɔ saa aman ahodo no mienu mu no ebetumi agina yie. Baumia bows, Akufo-Addo blows his own trumpet. Eno El Katafe Toso and Song. Adam GH fumes over IGP task force pull out. Eno Ewaha jobs not a state of emergency key to ending Galamsey. A year Penini, a year executive director, wano and that same sano. Eno this as we to just say you bit me a boa. I'm a numa hodona bomemu, and yes, numa hodon quackeke. A numa hodwa. Ye tia one mo mudi adwuma no ka ye ene brano amomatimi edibi akobo mo bra eno ene betimi aboa ama illegal small scale mine na etu atese e o manga na mo edi enya no e betimi etwa eto anaze betimi abre ano ase we the hog the obokra tanu na no pay o fa nsema hodo abetimi nya bi wo mu no akenkan no.
The archives. Voters in all 16 regions say Ghana is on right path. Latest Global Info Analytics poll reveals. Man brutally assaulted for insulting Otumfuo, but attackers walk scot-free. And also, Sama Elkoswo, miracles Abuaje caught in Galamsey hypocrisy, flip-flops from demo threat to press conference. Rising cases of diabetes, stroke, kidney failures, and others. Mahama Cares begins assessment at major hospitals to save lives. We the archives.
Yewie na yewie ni sano. I mean ka say happy 90.9 FM no so go so ati. Sima ba ko ngotwe. E na abo e dia pa no so ho e na no pay. Ye be koni akwa social media trends e dia breti fo ne ahwefo Europa pa fa teacher boli wa ye krado. Wono e na nsema hodo a e din him e wo man Ghana mu nyina no. E wa be fo ntintan kase ne so no. Safo no kura no tie na no pe wo bebie so eto de bi wo ha de bi sua de eto de bi wo bi yesi de eto de bi wo nso a ye de kire osan se ehyi ai nsem de bi wo ha ehyi ye de kire wo ne yesua de e de afiri mu social media trends ebre eni adru so no.
The morning show that brightens your morning with exciting news, great music, great talk, and incisive discussions. This is the Happy Morning Show, Mondays to Fridays on Happy 98.9 FM.
Emraso se yebeko abe fontentan kese no so na de atwego e wo honom a bia na unye bi enhweye e bia weekendi went to me anampem en scrolly ai se almost de aba ene se wo sori anopa na e wo so to me etia wo ho biem eteki snooze nap we take snooze nap ni wia na se wenitia na we take power nap. We take power nap no na wenitia na we breaki for about 30 minutes. No, obeshe TikTok and say Instagram and obeshe Netflix. After 30 minutes, now I have a siesta. To have a siesta, ube no now I bre ti we need to pay. Nature say what da kakra aka ho. And so when to me anya sa de ni na over the weekend and scrolly. Yeah, social media and share the course wo ha. Ene mentre wo say vigilante group bi omo Ashanti region. Emu someone nim say galamsey ekoso epa na eno mu se debi sene aye die yanhwe yi akwanya akobeka yen ye wo hwa na ma beka kire say yenya nsuo nom yenso yen nyina na ibesumi ato bottle water yesika nso enne kwa bottle water 1 cedi di enim enti no yentumi nto na yen koto pure water as see 11 cedis 12 cedis 15 cedis say ye dundu be ye aduane ne ade enti no ya ebe make sure say ya gwofo omo okrom ha yeni mom say omo kwehye bush omo kwehye nsuo no so galamsey no ye betu omo sesa enti ene vigilante group yi ekotu galamsey fu eso sa ba akode ohun de eba no na nsuo na ono ankasa akopoto no na aye no ko no ohuri to mu na nka we miminim nsuo we minim sukro na ankasa bosom wo mu a na we invite wa se ho ukwa na wakwa explaini dia wugina ho na wo de machine esi so tutututu wo de step no wakwa akokire mu ewo honom na ukọ Facebook Happy 98.9 FM a ubenye bia hwe na wasa yehu ekwan a abrante etumi ehuru etonsuo no mu no wetumi ahwe bi comment no enie Mr. Ochre Ado as the government should compensate them. I think when we start rewarding snitches, that will be the easiest way to get galamsey. No, that is not going to be the easiest way. We cannot always pay for things. What happened to patriotism? Omo ye patriotic. Because omo say ekwa eba benye omo. They don't need any compensation. So at the end ye overtake the patriotic side of us as a people. So adia wo ye bia no reward na a wage na ubenya in terms of money ashe ubotom no. If we don't take care, it will get to a point where will be a legal minor want a license near there and go for so just to your friend is saying make it look like say to get the reward that you're asking for. I will not agree with you. I am Falcao. I say they are going there for their gold and money share. Mark Bills say if we as a people stand up against this, no one will indulge in it. Government only plays politics with it. So also Miss Baba I say excellent. Tony I say a big shout out to them. Patriotic concerned Ashanti youth. Your able regional minister will reward that Nico be say I support this move, but they should finally hand it over to legal authorities. So Enzo Jr. say good work, guys. Energizer I say excellent work. Intisa comment in it here ukopie ewo social media ne so a ubetumi enye bi na wahwe na sisia no yento aso na yemfa de wo honom so enka ho emfa mawo we asimu de say enim say agro bi wo ho bibifo yenni abrofo na edie na minim say sometimes wosu uko beach ewo Ghana ha beaches here wo Ghana ha bebree ebia na ukọ a woso pese ukoye bi mesrew epo no ye de to baby ena yankopon in his own wisdom share that dey ahwea egu epo n'echi ene epo no mu say nsuo no ebo a befa na afa ahwea no biko inside no assign the aba wanga say kompo ano ukọ a epo yantam na eda ho no enso agi so ukotu pu ewo ho utu eye pit ema epo nsuo no begum eho na akwadem na waye de awoye mpacho abrofu yaka omaka ma yem hihia mom honam nyina ye orange ko omutu ahwea na nsuo no ebegu mu no na afi no omu yakem ase eye mat slide no omakem ye twe omantwe na wo hu abrofu no mienu no omaka ahwea no mu na omu down ne de sese abrofu kala no ena omu top na yehu no aye orange omo ye ma hye omo papa enti no am for akobrane pa na be aya omutumi bu omo eyi omo efi ahwea no emu comment e ba no enie Holder say the lifeguard taking his shirt off like as if he was on Baywatch. Adele say the smartest thing was blocking the water from still coming in. Great job for these people. Sasso and flawless by Somalia. I say all that ocean and they wanted a pool. Sakura, I say, am I the only one that is also concerned of how red their backs are or the major burn they will feel? So as soon as God they said the way the lifeguard took his shirt off sent me. He waited his whole life to save some, and this was his time to shine. Into Uko a year happy 98.9 FM your Facebook and so ubehu a year video nibi na wait to me ashe. Se si ana de se de bia mo ha mote se Sefa any obiba. Omo eka se the economy na ye no ene de ekoso obi ase ani penye scan to aduane ni omo de awo na no mo dwen ho. Sefa no oso opese owo ba akoka ho obi ba no so saa mehu Sefa video a wawo ne last born wawo ne last born na owo ne last born omo kire mu a papa yi Sefa example ya ono so wo ne last born obeye bi yesi one ne yere oma bre mu papa na nyame adom na ye no ekopie mu e wo hospital na onyim wawo afa ne ho afa ne ba obema boy oba baby evi ti say Gibson pepe papa nani agia na me say no na me hwehwe ade bi wa Yankopon ho me gusu hwehwe na de bia me sese me nya sa ade na ene emfa ho baby a me nam a news ne beba say ya na meye na we no na Yankopon nim say waka e wona akomam say Yankopon so wo ma me ba na me yere kwawo efa ne ho fa ne ba me de me ho be munum fam baby a me wo bia na Yankopon si o saa ene mama nsu atokakra na atache atai eye hospital nenim pe nti ye the news ne brewa na mahwe so obey ampa ena branch say Yankopon unni me ntia wa na obo mi o but I say unni me nti ye the news ne ba so oh your wife has delivered a bouncing baby boy both mother and child are doing well e wa no say ena oyi ne ho eto eye fom ene omunumunu ya kwata acheche ne mu emunumunu te say no tuntum Yankopon yie papa na comment e ba no eni Gifty said in Namsi only a few would understand this. Gratitude to the Most High. Ajoa Fafa say if only many would understand. Bless God, my brother. Albert said the anxiety when your wife is in the labor room and you see the midwives coming out and going inside without minding you. You promise not to make her pregnant again. Tasso and a year obeyed you say, bro, by now the way they have been expecting a child for years, may God's holy name be praised. So and a year if you're blessed, say never underestimate it if you don't know the story behind. Thank you, Lord. Eraba say no one understands him, but only him and God do. So and a year Dinora Deco say, this is an answered prayer. So na Akiti see how happy he is. Don't understand how others run away from responsibilities. Hey, Safadia Onyaba Obeji Obeji Papa. So and a good year Jemfua I say, God has done it, God has done it. Thank you, Jesus. Intisa and a comment, etia. And the social media trend, ABC and ne anopay. That was say washaying. No wa share live and so am I. Na a month on so any be a share eti.
And no who here pa. So that we'll keep on spreading the good news. And the conversation that we have and come out do I di ojumadi ni so no said they dan den na ye di no yemfa bi nka ho yinyi bi mfiri mu no na ye ni no kre no sa pepe nete fatimi no say vigilante groups in there o see timi nya bi o miamia ho do bebre. One of the recommendations of the report na na ye ka ho asem a report na o ka say enobaye ne enama ho do yi free asusu ho do mu no as we speak now they are contaminated they are udi ediko owidi no mu a ensunsu aso bone na obenya san say mercury ne cyanide ne arsenic ne dekeka ho edi tu efema gudie metre gold specifically no ade akwa korura sansuo ahodo no mu akorura nsase no ma bia akwa kopi no bae mu ne enam a omo nsuo ahodo mu tienye den a you may not be that close bia ahodo no ye tu efema gudie kwambone so no you may not be that close. Of course the immediate people omo no will suffer from the degradation of the water and the soil. But minu mienu enso yo krum no kai. Sesa no baye no. Enu abi ne de ba ebegu agubulushi. Ekomala mata market, Medina market. Enu abi ene de ko Mala market. Eko na ye de ko meye nyina ekoko tobie ye de ko fie ni ekoko die. Ntu adwene ye wo se ensuo ni nkwa ye nkwa na ye se no a. Ene report na ba betodwa. Se enobaye ene enam ayeye e wonsu ahodo mu. Mi ahodo a yitu efema gudie no enuro ni bi wom nuro no anya no ebi wom timinu mienu nyina ye dibi nse onimen dizi no onimen pipi timinu mienu nyina ye dibi ntie ne se ya adwene ye se won mo ho nko na e kan mo enei me ka akyerɛw se ye nyina yade ye sunsunsanso no ebi kan yenkode nkonko di aboafo nkrato ne emra na enkoma aka no yemfanto epono so yenduso do so mu yekoba yekọ apuye mantemu yekudi nkoma hodo de akoso okukrantumi nyina no yensenkyire ni gina ho a woni eyen ebedi eho nkomo nemom ene edemra no ene ye adwuma ebusa emra no mu no se aposifo nsa so obi pan mu so a suspect to have committed a specific crime and a particular crime what are the rights of that particular suspect what are the rights also of the Ghana Police Service. Kwame na some of us who treat it any panel. Nini ehun enkomo. Enei civil society organizations ahodo obu imu e ka se o si timi ye nsem no hwehwemu. O si ye mu hwehwemu a enye mu hwehwemu enfam free aposifo na fa na enye hwehwemu nso enfam free. Eye timamufo no na mo kokura ntumi onko di se adwuma no omo nso mafa. Ye be di ehun enkomo live on the show this morning when we return from the break.
Hey Kofi, let me ama kanchemano. Aba bedane oyire. Abra wutia just 1,000 Ghana cedis. Me ya one ya.
Oyo obi oyi nkonya.
Wait see. Me a Happy FM Valentine Mass Wedding 2026.
Sa dwumadie no a ye hoahoa wo se oye odehye niema koda ahoje bia kese na ye san ema manfo di wakire se de oye celebrity no.
Wetwa. Be fie dionini. Ane dia kan odo ho asema. Kan warifo bebrabom.
Sisi anu de me mpra no miensa no ba.
Debi Kofi. Oba baako, bema baako, odo baako.
Happy FM Valentine Mass Wedding. Well love meet affordability. Our warrior on another level. Don't know.
Before registration forms, our Happy FM asalam down.
So person so yasene a, obetimi afret it for homan 0244 906 235 and I say 0302 254 858. Mamen kai wo sense check akra wo.
Welcome to Tuesday morning.
For all the news updates, trending topics, good music, and unbiased analysis of various issues, listen to the Happy Morning Show on Happy 98.9 FM. We are your morning companion.
The morning show that brightens your morning with exciting news, great music, great talk, and incisive discussions. This is the Happy Morning Show, Mondays to Fridays on Happy 98.9 FM.
26 minutes past the hour of 7 live on Happy 98.9 FM. Sima bako adi nunsia na abo edi apa no so ho na no pe yem wache mu akwa babio sa fei na wachinchin fidie no edi ato hi Happy 98.9 FM eni je fie Happy Morning Show na ye di ebro na no pe yen to ade kakra. Soccer Bet is offering you a great opportunity to win even when you're losing with Soccer Chance. And did you hear no so bit me akọ Soccer Bet, so register, be a part of that big family. Then join a Soccer Chance. So Soccer Chance. My main guy was with Soccer Chance. You win even when you're losing. Select 10 or more matches. Or select 10 or more matches. Now, wabo more dia. I'm odds for every single match. Biano, I 1.30 and above. We have matches no bako 9 abo na bako more. On other platforms says the debia mekan one. Say ekobane sa pe na kire say sa o stake ni nyina no ahia gu aboka gu. But with Soccer Chance on Soccer Bet no enti sa se ba ko na amona 9 ba usika na odi chemu etwa ye no ye ma ho miensa. Ti say 20 series now di chemu a ye ma ho miensa obenya 60 Ghana cedis, say 30 obenya 90 Ghana cedis, say 40 obenya 120 Ghana cedis. Say 100, I'll bring 300 Ghana cedis. But make out sense, you say, terms and conditions apply. But more than joining your number one betting platform in Ghana, Soccer Bet. Nafa hokoshe Soccer Chance muwate. If you've not tasted the goodness of H&H Gary yet, waboka. So tasty waboka tinie. Because your H&H Gary 4-in-1, you get that perfect traditional taste that makes soaking sweet, smooth and satisfying. For those of us that pay a milo no, oh any H&H Gary Choco Energy, rich, delicious. And it gives us the extra energy boost, papa. And if you want something nourishing and filling, go for the Gary Soya. And be nam the copy if ya. When ya mutrum na yamu there. But a survival pack into baby Fabian was out to me. Fabisho bag, move Fabisho Kutukumu. Make a wakakotana ye baby wacha opese nipa no etimi ba no bebe hwe wo utimi tena ho cha na obi ama boss oba oba ne oba ochina oba 2 pm 3 pm na to onzo ntimi nya honko ezanze de okwa bisa won wo no ehu hia de oto osa no de no wape H&H Gary ni bi no ne wate ano emfa ewe feri bia anim emfa bibia nchekere ho wotiwa na otimi kura afie gu onum kakra na awesa na kakra sa obi bebusa asa na de na awe ne sa na wa kyerem se we ni se se yen kan soaking so e kan H&H Gary stop bia be fam bia betimi anya bia to ma men kan kyerem mitimu dia ma me se shop bia be fam bia no obenya H&H Gary ato o pa yen to bet na coaching shops be tem so onya H&H Gary npa H&H Gary, the survival pack. Udi H&H Gary now here apomodini hu ye. Apomodini de hu hia papa. Enti entena ho stroke, diabetes, prostate problems, piles, low sperm count, endokro ma umfa nchini, ayaresabia hodo ma unya ayarehwe. Na de bia na dano kodana, adane wadwonwene Sabash Herbal Center wo ho. Say ya na adokro wacha odi chinchina onye obi obitimi yi ano dia mawa Sabash Herbal Center se bombo dia na fabra upe Kwadwo ba ko pe ebetimi tu koko nyina ase dia free widie mu a eye Sabash bites ane tunudu so pomwate kokoton ne se dia koko adokro amanfo no ompe Kwadwo ebetimi yi koko nyina dia from widie mu obetimi nya so mfa so boom hellos ewo eye Okanshi drug lane kutu Little Georgia or Tema Community 5 kona kotubio sanso na ko Ekus Pharmacy ewa Shyman main station a obetimi anya biato ho Now, for the best and effective spiritual soup, o pesamina betimi de dware na bo honhom mu. Anwa betimi de asra na bo honhom mu. O penku betimi de asra wede na abo honhom mu a. Sabashable center na sabeka wate. Ye de hahama, nuan hini, nuan tini. Enni nubna ene edidi dwuma. Ye mpae wo. Hahama na oba ade abono a ye nananom a kire yen. Na Nyankopon de bia dom yen kwampa so no. Eno ene efa so de say ade wate. Open honhom mu nsenka. Bibi edokro bibi kire wadwene so honhom mu. Wachinchini a wunyo bia obetimi ayi ano de ama wo a. Ene no nsia boy pepepe ena Dr. Saba Eshase se bo yes spiritual consultation ene ebina da bia no nsia boy no patutu sa no a na Dr. Saba atnase na spiritual consultation wo de ahyehyɛ so nti emawremfi se open spiritual consultation hunhum nsem de ekoso hunhum mu waso da bi wonte ase ene bi na ekoso afiri hunhum ada di kura honam ani wadwene ho awonte ase a brai na ebinada no pabia no nsia bɔ pani ahyase spiritual consultation mesrewa ye adwuma efiri ye adwada kopem kwasie da ese na otwemu nyina na yade ya bie ya pono Sabashable Center ye opposite Abrantia Sport wala Paz mesrewa telephone huma bo modi ana fa frɛ na ni nsa oso 0508 768 846 and that's 0249 217 453. Bomodiana and a Sabashable Center in Insa now about di ehun adanse wate. The 14th Ghana Economic Forum, Ghana's most influential platform for economic dialogue and policy action. Idea afidiano Ebekoso 28th of October 2025 at the Kempinski Hotel, Gold Coast City, Accra. Brana yeni empanyimfo ahodo atwotwokro wo munim de. Ewo abanyuma die mu. Ewo dwadie mu. Ewo amani aman anyonkofa mu. Eni mpuntuo ensem mu. Asem titre da dwumadie ne so no, currency stability, a reset for sustainable economic growth. Na afidie no ade empanyimfo nimdifo akukudan ahodo ebetena se ebetwa mumyensa na yedi nkomo ade afa ensem ahodo myensa mba bebo so yi eho strengthening the economy and finance, unlocking energy and renewable solutions, and transforming agriculture and its value chains. Sanse minyina yensem hia pa betimi amampuntu ni nkoso aba. Right, expect bold conversations, actionable strategies, and high-level networking that will help shape Ghana's industrial future. The Ghana Economic Forum 2025 is powered by the Business and Financial Times with support from our valued partners and sponsors, BTC Bank of Ghana, Fidelity Bank, KPMG Ghana, Arthur Energy Advisors, Olam Agri, the Bank Hospital, Metro TV, Asase Radio, TV3, Joy FM, City FM, Channel 1 TV, and Happy 98.9 FM, your number one radio station. Don't miss out on this defining national conversation. For partnership and sponsorship, we'll be to me afraid to phone 0244 689 521 and 0209 457 457 0209 457 427. Ubet me akwa befontin tankesi so at www.ghanaeconomicforum.com. The 14th Ghana Economic Forum, where Ghana's future takes shape. Mamika Opportunity live from Medina Lorry Station, Ewonima. Ayade another edition of the Happy FM, Happy on Wheels, Jumadieno. Yade bre etie for any ahwefo, any yachidi for nyina. Live from location 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. ɛyɛ adeɛ yɛ ne mpanyimfo ahodoɔ twetwe horo ne yɛtena seɛ yɛne ɔmo ɛdi nsa so yɛne ɔmo adi nkɔmmɔ bɔmmɔden ana bra o na wo nso wo nsɛm ahodoɔ a wowɔ ɛfa mpuntuo ho ne nkɔsoɔ ho no asɛm bi a ɛde wakoma so a wopɛ sɛ wobisa mpanyimfoɔ na ɔmo de ho ano yie ɛde ma wɔ no nyankopɔn dom a ɔkyena is an opportunity. You cannot afford to miss this edition of Happy on Wheels. Remember, it's happening Nima Medina Station from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. If you have a MC for Ayawaso East Municipality, because I was here to me a plan for Yamedumwa. Yawada idea ni mono. Waton sa frey enti e be konya kwa kotrase ne no edin ensa woso. Yeni ni din komo ne ato adwene. Na nyameduma yawada ba be piem woni na pamfo ba betenase. Empuntuo nsem a ekoso nima ene ne mpotamo. Eyade a wode ho nsem nyina ba betudwa e wodwumadi na se. So you cannot afford indeed to miss this one. Remember, Happy on Wheels, your voice, your power. My prayer for you this week is that, I mean, it will be big. Bibia be kese, bibia be siye di amount. Na bibia siye di atore bia oso timi nyesika de tukutuku mu. Adanam ne panyini bi di nkomo sika na for sika e di ani di emu ni bi. You don't have money for entertainment. Eno ntina muntimi to speakers akese fa nkosi fie e ba muntimi nti enyum no. You see, sometimes the entertainment is not about say upia kwa abontini no. Sometimes personally you should have your own means of entertaining yourself. And obi ba obi ama ujiwani. Yankotia drumbra enwani haha no. To the bu ho na ha no ho akwatwe e kamia se ho ya ye de ne kakra no. Ohia sika bi edi atro odwumadie bi so ohia sika gidigidi bi pa. Na odi aye bibie de ani je beba. No betimi atia bisa wonsan kanda yeah asemo how no to atwa what CBG to nsafro. If you need quick funds for urgent expenses, look no further. CBG offers you the opportunity to bridge your income gaps with no hassle. Access up to 400,000 Ghana cedis with your salary advance, your payday loan, personal salary loan, personal overdraft, and a consumer asset financing. Timu speakers no. It's an opportunity for you. Oko CBG. At the end of the CBG beats me to the amount. And you enjoy competitive rates and flexible repayment terms. In the end, many fatty, I don't know a car as a GIR rate number 19.8. No, you need ye pa. Because Empire Band say, I feel no corner we no, legend about 5. SN and need be fee pa. In the visit any branch of a year Consolidated Bank Ghana. For enquiries, contact a year CBG on the number 0302-216-000. Email Fasma Fabra. Talk to us at cbg.com.gh. On all social media handles, I make out since you crack home. Terms and conditions apply. CBG's main country say if you want instant, cost-effective, and reliable intra-African trade and commerce payment system, CBG na make sure the Pan-African Payment and Settlement System PAPS. Auto and Yamaha, bet me at Yaka and Ghana cities. Ebukako Piemu, Ewo, Egypt, or Musika Omudi Numua, and Numua, Ebukako Piem. Inti eni obetimi ato enema free be my ahodo ni nyina so bra no wahala. You pay in your currency na kwa kopiem in their currency with the Pan-African Payments and Settlement System PAPS. Visit any of CBG's branches nationwide today to enjoy this fast and reliable service. For CBG 0302-216-000. Mameka house and share crown. Terms and conditions apply. CBG, we stand with you. Ghana hanyina yayen ye kan yeyo. Intinke radio station anka obo emrania. Obetimi aka se wose ade yo, wose awoyo. Esanse ya se ayo emfie bako aduonu nie. Nobody, no station, and I can boldly say with confidence, no other station has been able to do this. No other station has been able to sustain this over such a longer period of time. Make sure happy 98.9 FM, happy FM Valentine Mass wedding. Yen pe any so moi. You kromutuchi apostle ye nyemu. My main house 2026 dear no eyadia ebekoso kama pa Mr. Ose o ma mefa registration forms no to Americana brand abrefa registration forms no sika utwa ho a 1000 Ghana cedis utwa 1000 Ghana cedis no enya de utwa sika foforo bia e de account na that 1000 Ghana cedis gives you a lot of things ebebro wadwene ne wonte ase so ma memmo bi so mfa nkyerɛw we ye kuma bi me tiani kuro no ankasa ho me bae ni de akyerɛw na eduru bra wo de osikuro no behye mu a obehunu ba bia eye oya no de no ebekɔ akoduru tie 1000 Ghana cedis gives you a luxurious hotel accommodation, beautiful wedding outfit, amazing reception with great drinks and food, stylish decoration, convoy escort, professional premarital counseling. Now, a premarital counseling, the crowd now offer a professional for no. I'm the one I will be able to pay 500 Ghana cedis. So, yes, you pay 500 Ghana cedis. In say 2 hours, you're going to pay like 1,000 Ghana cedis. It means just a day, 2 hours and 1,000 Ghana cedis. Now the Bible dying. And our Bible tria as registration, with the Happy FM Valentine Mass wedding. Deco, inquire almost between 5,000 and 10,000 and 20,000. Your deco, a new crown 120,000 Ghana cedis. Ope a year, obviously the glam. With me even 500,000 Ghana cedis for decoration, depending on how you want your wedding to look like. But then you see it provided for free with just you paying 1,000 Ghana cedis. Make in Westcourt no nanka ebi a Toyota VTB and nanka painting the camera a pese o ne oyire and as wa kan chema motena mu nanka mo de people we de ye mount a high class escort ankasa ye hwa say o ye dish rampa when you join you gidi say o ye dish here and that's how we treat you. Na bra V8 papa limousine papa bus a wotina mu nya bus fun oba ya se gra say dan tana za bus no bida but then no and we are providing to escort you to be akwakoje and as ye kwakoye aware no ma menka videography and photography and nei minimum bi a me ka kire tonkonko ya de ma obi o se 8,000 Ghana cedis enya de amfoni any akasamfoni ahodo no betimi atwa de ama no that's just videography and photography and you're paying less than 1,000 Ghana cedis for that ninyina no you provide it for free hair any makeup enwi ni kura kwa kota ya 1,500 2,000 3,000 Ghana cedis 20,000 enwi ninyina bi ho o ye makeup no a se o de akwa gye awade no nko a betimi atwa between 500 Ghana cedis and about 2,000 Ghana cedis that's just for makeup keke asa. So if you're to put all of these costs together, okay, sa eka bebo nyina ebom na obubua. It ranges between 50,000, 60,000, 70,000 Ghana cedis to Airbia infinity. But then you know, you see 1,000 Ghana cedis. Now, what about registration asa? If you're done with the registration, now the just be on champion. We won't be there are nothing like hidden cost there be binyo. There isn't any hidden cost bia. You pay 1,000 Ghana cedis and no. Mr. Tutumrikana Bra, na bra for registration forms no. You asylum down happy 98.9 FM Tutumrika Bra for registration forms. No 1,000 Ghana cedis new year and no. Sidi a pempe utwe no. Mr. and you meku ahodo my margin number you are 2026 the 20th anniversary 2026 edition of Happy FM Valentine Mass Wedding. Mr. Mo, Titifon, who may be to me, I found my phrases here 0244 143 994 and 0302 254 858. Mr. Mo, Titifon, who may Monfre na money ni and so on. I think it's a home. Happy FM Valentine Mass Wedding. Our rear on another level. Don't know. I can't do no sama and many cries. Me here a Malta Guinness and back on Namibia room minimum. Terms and conditions apply. Mamenka will say as someone you do komo enano pay has got to do with a lot of things. It's got to do with Emrano said the etre and as Emrano said the tier who can be arrested. Say your boss suspect, the police has the right to come and arrest you. But when police arrest you, opposed for how they treat you is also codified in our laws. Ya tre egu yemra ahodro no emu. And ye kokukurantumia na ye kakukurantumia sem to the extent say the akoso hono ama ensema hodo bebre no ano na aba betudwa. Amanfo binom ensemu a womo eka ediafa sometimes the treatment opposed for edema one they are suspected to have committed some crime and as certain crime no to the bia na ebro adwene enentiase so some are claiming say some suspects are being tortured and as maltreated eno no ewo mbramu and as eni mbramu empo supposed for eba befaw sesebe wako akodi boni bia what rights do you have embrano ahobamba edema wo no ene de ewahin de koso kukrantumi na nsane ne emse kwasi ne na hyase se abranti bi a ye friend kena kwakodi aposifo ntem na aposifo no ekirimu a eyade a wo hwere ne nkwa e bra no wo aposifo no enchen no eno na kruma o madwene so mokwa akobisa se ede na koso nti a ene aposifo ka kire wonu mo se eyade a owura kena wa hwere ne nkwa eno ena ntirum papa ama timamufo no ansedante omho ase ena epintem pa aposifo binom ana omo adwuma ho no de yade aprakese no mo praye eno ena the Ghana Police Service de krata ba betu dwa o tirim se because they could not protect aposifo no omo ho ntino womo atutum enra ente anya ne se aposifo no have returned to Kukrantumi Police Station. They have commenced their omudwumadi a womo edio ho, but there are calls for investigations. But the atwemu nyina no yanko Eastern region na ni yene yensentreni nana George yene ne twetwe nkomo ewo ensem ho nana anopa miamu ache emu akwa ban farmer happy morning show no so
yakono visio na miru ahwa no pe papa
ade na asie
arehu sema kosi wo ye abu akwa no constituency eye omo district capital no eye Kukrantumi achim Kukrantumi na arehu sema se abemu a abranti mfu watra bemu a abranti a wadi mfie aduonu enwotwe 28 years okita mbofra miunu kutu akora wo mu na 3 weeks ekeka ko 1 month ani say edi e different okrum ho a ye b-ball ni ma me friend b-ball ni papa friend b-ball ni nafo for friend b-ball abusuafo nyina b-ball ni di ankasa ni de bepim ne yen sankan na say ni ma me friend b-ball ni papa so friend b-ball ani say ya na pa if you are no pa ya wa no pa sorry preoccuper titele manchwa pedobedi preoccuper isa ni mun sadan titesa ana chief inspector no aso na science station officer chief inspector no na science station officer akoto sha branch iso eso ni mukuku a atwe ni fa form kakran me pacho minti then sa no bituno no head no bowling sa so branch shini fa form sa kakra den ko she Kukrantumi police station chief inspector Ben Fumado ono asa na ye a station officer hanko for branch asa agro asa nibre pipa oba mini upa oti ha na yase otunton George o santon wi ka ho sa so akwe bob the pacho team na say ho ne lungunti wuti me mabontin na police won bi kra area ho say untwa so asoso Ben Fumado station officer fu de ni ho de pipa afi edwe bi abrante na yemri no jan ho o fi abrante ne kikan ho ana no atam no kakra de ni kopi mu wo Kukrantumi hospital Tafaniko government hospital in Puer, Kukrantumi hospital, community hospital. Didi ma, Abrante na AJM. Abrante yewu. ne ko busa mu ati we 5 cedi we 5 cedi enti nipa wu Africa enye broni ne ku no enye Lebanese ne ku de bo no ani onko bibini police chief inspector enti o mo say it is alleged papa say or no o chi ne be share hodum on fa ni sanka no bi an fa sanka na chi nyina bibi bruises are bruises cat are cat police for akota mu no afi aye kukurantumi eho ade abete ko bibi omode ko som ko yoptop no makoye postmortem no makoye investigation abrante bibo wu ya jankwala mienu ho na no na emabu ye okukurantumi tie no anya omode 1 anya omode 2 anya omode 3 ana ye muso ye bibo wu oya den na ma chon ko chena bra den chiang ma chi be ma bibo akọ wu okukurantumi community hospital dabi the branche di pi ade jirada o to share police station so ade moto ndi si ho a na aso person machine na we are no so mrikam police fo nyina dan fi police station on to share police station so den ke iluwa blaze jan kan be bomo mo na ye 34 window ni bi to dia de bo ma chance na bu sa almo frere reinforcement team from Gala with 200 bi o ma chi show manim adija boju say with rasta titi tuo pa tuo titi pop command car pick up ensu di akiri no mo so ko du ko kwanti police station ko saranda o pamo mranti mabu nyina on pamo no bompa bo no ba so mo kibi so di essence o mo kite tu anu o de AK for 7 me ma one shot na asen be bia ko do no abrante bibo 28 years o jankola mi no ho ne oba ne yire ama sambe ya busafo twaadwo mu didim na MP akopio eye ifi ada mi minda ya akoma busafo ya akwa omo MP ye friend Buffalo abrante suku Buffalo akoma busafo ya akwa achihye omore akoti atimi se omdo mani be je seminachi be pepim bia no ombe makukurantu man omahwe omde hye nsaka
Baba George
George chief inspector hello
is police inspector no ofa ye billboard ne kokopie mu police station ho no o ma billboard tro na no disem o kire no die ntia watabire no na kwakopie police station ho krata dey say ne crime our committee ntia police inspector efa no eno no ye hunu bi
dabi ye fe ni say police command regional police command Galaway DCOP anchor Imano anchor for press conference not watch and true from na ke dia betudwa aso be pim ni press conference ni ma so ana unya police ni bia okuranti ni na akoka bibia akiro na say ben fuma do nanka so dia nyamran so say bi it is alleged sa no mo dia to so say it is alleged obi ade ho den anything ni do bi tin ka to we chi ko police station den ko she the garu wo say polices abeka say it is alleged many people be at it is alleged sa many people be tuma yom de sa na nyema si ekos omonye bibi omon ka bi anchire yen unyo bia no obisa na hwe na emom omuja police for omo other unit na wo omdum kita AK47 oma shisho mani omon ka so bia ho ndi so bia anchire bia anchire ye di ni nsem na chi so fem say MP na be brief yen say police one day press conference mo bia focus here e ko say say abusuafo dey say no moka na mabum so mokum ho so say no moka se bibo na ho den be china na adwa homachia ade chia wakowo community hospital
so we can confirm say that bibo na yade bian do kro no as of when a police for be fa no e no ko ye police station
according to abusuan for na for dom so o ma bobo o be din komo bibo timie bibia bi na ho den say apostle.
So there is no mentioning say ebia no condition be I bet me ama what me assuring at any point in time. So there is no mention of any condition.
Otie mabunu ni abusuafo na nya sa condition so yare bia e hoda dan keka no ho. Bibia ko kan papa nyi trede. Se me yam bia no ambom yema se me yam na ma. Me wo hania, me wo ulcer, me wo other related conditions so me yam. Na se me tuwa mae na mum ube so mi mu bobbo mi yam bobbo ni so bobbo mi kwachi bobbo mi mfe a Sabetano, you hang your beba, you Kwadwo beba, or Queer beba. Said to another hood in India, or no bobo to the Caribbean, Kata, Trebia, preoccupé. But she made me question herself. Now, if it says, well, it could do for us to be a similar. Your question answer your wedding. Clear, me.
George, Transformation because after Chroma eti say B-ball a free muno. Again, see here because until you say your pager edit to police station no more. My police will be no more. Omu April prior. Who's and can say?
I know so also. I know so also. The moment you can go to police station, one idea. Or my young hotel. Almost who also. Some police were born almost police one. It's not a B-ball level. Nipper level. Life. We're in slavery. Like I said, I'm rough on the queen. Yeah, who need to come here.
Yantiasa, the Ghana Police Service. Emma police for no me edmo hono. One more free ho. Until a ban and ras say a police for some may go a yekukran to me to ensure that there is calm. A moon to remove oh.
And there is calm now. This is the way I come. Omuja is a reinforcement team no. Omdi can local ones no. Omo hotter than the Omu Yomufio. And Omuja new faces. Is a reinforcement team. On the state guard, the bodyguard, the guide for 3 days now. Now I copy some the other ones better. Was not a mountain. I show him too much. So I did a life on the Abufu Shubeba.
It's the end of Busia, no air can. Are they going to take any legal action against the police? And I'm
going to die by second by and then you're onto police for investigation team. Now, almost just me per mom. No, almost no cre was in no more no cre was in mom. The no cre here, Zomar this year. Wajan Colamian, Waja or Baho. But they are Sweden Abbey Thompson. Only a seminar down by I can ya. Only I do a much charge. I reward the few of Papa.
George, minim say when you twemu o sanko ayensuano me nyawo na de be koso bia no what me abo moden edin so amane yen live ye be bo hu da road ya kire tiefo ne afo mo jemre no mhwe me na wase
me kwa kan DC yo ayensuano suhu ka ba ko ta ayensuano onso so kwa pro but then ho church na nan mahemfo and the clergy and the assembly members in P4 award in Pisua and I want a district. Then you might do a baby. And they were ready for the past 7 months. You are just the match row. And it's a one, but then you have to do an anonymous telephonic room for them. It's our pronoun as I'm no Cassie. Also, Busua, what shall I say last week? Or to us when
George, Mamma was another person Japan and a chinko.
Yeah.
Nana George, in Century or no, a poemantem natis here no chinko live on the show this morning.
Morning show that brightens your morning with exciting news, great music, great talk, and incisive discussions. This is the Happy Morning Show, Mondays to Fridays on Happy 98.9 FM.
My dear for us, and no Muntini Bill said, the Akosuni, we've not had any official report. Any coroner's report indicating, say, Abia, Bibo, a dear bro. Any ikunu, but Krumano legend say a bro any kuno. So we will wait for a report from the health facility a day Bibo Namuno a de Aquacotono. Now Abusia kase was say about me a yen some moon shishimu. Na the tuamu biano utimi edeba tuja na one more a beer and nam womuso and I say nam womunsaso. Emma wo mode hye no ehwere ne nkwa no asotwe wo ho no ye modern ase yebetumi de amaomo. But then it brings into the conversation how obi a yafa no as a suspect to have committed a crime. Obi a yache no aposifo nsa aso ne mu se bia wakwa akodi boni bie kwan a ewo se aposifo no de no efa so when the person is in the custody of the Ghana Police Service. And no, another critical conversation. Bibo wono ako faba. Some are claiming, and we cannot independently confirm, say ampani ampa di omo kano say no kre, say nye no kre. Because we have had conversations, ye din koma hodwa na ibinomo eka se apolisifoɔ fa omo atete a ye di omo efa mu se empo no ye toto omo no anaze empo no yebu so omo nsɛm na omo di anu yie ahodo eba apolisifoɔ no ibinomo agidie se saa anu yie no a wɔn ede eba no enya de a eye no kre ehunehuna ahodo ehunehuna wɔn no manfo bebre no ano na semi baaye wɔn enso eka wɔn nsɛm. The kind of treatment that they have received from Ghana Police Service. Eno ade a Ghana fo bi no mu no. Wɔn ade aba beto dwa wɔn eka ho nsɛm. And ebinom ka say aye one time too many. So be hwe ne de ebinom Ghana ma bi aye se wɔn ade boni bie. Ye de wɔn akɔ aposifo asoye se ye kɔ akɔ ma asɛm. Ana se ye de wɔn ekɔ akɔtwere aban kukumu emre bi na emre pamu ne de wɔn akɔ akɔgyina sene bia. Obehwe na ombeba no omhu etwa ahodo a ekyere se ebro ebi akoso anase ebia atiti bi akoso ewo aban kokunu a edom kokotwere mu no. Does the police have that right? Emranoma police for ho kwan se wo mu ntimi nye saa ana eno asemisa kese ba ko a edapono so na no pay a ye bisa yankwa ahoma ne so na when it comes to these matters nipa ba ko pe na onim se mefre no Owura Richard Kumado security consultant kese enyo man Ghana mu nko wiase afa na nyina ade a aman hodo efa no ema ban security nsensemu a wotimi eboa wo mo wono de enye dwumadie no nko na odio wasan kruchi ngoma ahodo efa security nsensem ho Owura Richard Kumado anopa memema wa chomo akwa aba
Meda semina, thank you.
Se ofa o embra ayedi edi dwuma ewo mamu embra ebo ye ho ban ahodo no a me fa right to protection against torture and degrading treatment. Now, offer the Constitution, or say no person, whether arrested or detained, shall be subjected to torture or other cruel, inhuman, or degrading treatment or punishment. Constitution Article 15, Clause 2, and sa embrei ewo. Again, we are signatories to UN Charter and as a convention against torture, which was ratified in 2000. But time and again, Mr. Kumado, we have people claiming and as alleging say they have gone through some.
Okay, see, to the extent I had to big call for investigation, outcome of the investigation in the bachelor whether the police people have misconducted themselves in the line you are speaking about or not. But about Nipa in the hands of the police and death of that person, for the fact that you still and you can me trigger health crisis amount. And I say, existing health crisis that. And I say the condition of the cell and the nature of the cell can trigger health crisis amount. And I say in the course of your arrest, BB to me see not a trigger health crisis amount. Now, when it comes to health crisis and people dying when they are in the hands of the police, it depends on the time of the crisis. And nipa na who you say you've come under crisis. Any trade, the nearest hospital, and I say the mode of transporting you to the hospital, and I say you do hospital, the professionalism of the health caregivers, no, it can all lead to your death. Papa be not a very well educated person and not a very prominent person. As NBC many years ago, and Assembly Court president to be appoint certain people to the court and yabunin for and I didn't call a fiancé. Now Papa we or a prominent person but or underlining issue, health crisis be. One day, from the story we heard, one day in a prison cell, and a health crisis need trigger. Almost didn't call a nearby hospital near the prison. They couldn't solve it. They brought Papa way to 37. They couldn't solve it. And nobody didn't call Kolebu. Another prominent person of this country, or a very prominent our health background, our yet all over the world. Or no na or saving Papa no. Papa now or saving no, the two of them are still alive. The Papa ni wo yan kan so ahun say na nya prison officers ni na yeah. But the road, the nature of moving the person, baby nobody ni call first, second and third. And the willingness of Papa, we are a health professional in helping this other Papa no. And the boy, and can Papa now our health professional background or a very huge person in this country, or can say, oh, me only one political party and to me, boy, and can problem, beba. Son of our my boy,
What come as him? What come as him? But my young
law enforcement. Say about torture. Torture is not just about physical beating of people, but the nature of the cell and the condition of the cell can be torture. It can trigger things that come with torture. Obenya problems is here. Almost all these years, Bisayon said, when was the last time we built a new police station in this country? And where was it built? How much was used in building it? What is the condition of the police station? And yet, be a police for that police station. When was the last time we built one? When even estate owners and as individuals almost see police station, a police for a plan more and as a design plan. Now the way I almost see police station, they hand over to the police for. Is that the way they want it? Will it help in times of crisis? Will it also support the work the police do? And as a police station, the last resort, and to be sorry, then we throw anything at them. When was the last time we built a prison in this country? Who built a prison? What is the condition of the prison? And how does it go in line with protocols now? Yes, the last one was built by Church of Pentecost. And recently, I think they have built another one again in the northern part. And so that is where we are as of mine. Many of the things we need to do, we've neglected them for a very long time. And to the slightest crisis, it may create a problem. But Mami can't their way. When there's a police operation, we allow people to call orders and mobilize themselves to attack the police and to disrupt the police operation. And you see offense, but police do not arrest them. And to wait, the investigation has come in by the police for misconduct themselves. The IGP will deal with that side. But yet, me and Musa, police for burn it down, or they want to burn down the police station or destroy police property. You have attacked the law. So the law will come after you. And that is the unfortunate aspect of it.
Why do you think, sir, Nipa Binumu ASRD?
Lack of public education, awareness creation, and then almost everybody is angry with everybody. Everybody is on their phone. So individualism and pesamikumenya. Unlike those days, you go to boarding school, you bond with people. If your friends are not coming home, your family can ask you, why is Sefah not coming home? What, are you guys fighting or something? Today, nobody does it. So the slightest thing, we are angry with everybody. Even when we disagree with people, we cannot say, this is why I disagree, and bring out a superior argument. But for the fact that you disagree with somebody, you want to kill the person. Then you also have these boys. Some of them do not have, they are senseless people in the name of politics. They do all manner of things and they say all manner of things. All manner of things. They say all manner of things and they do all manner of things in the name of politics. So this is a country we have built for ourselves and it's creating problem now.
Do you feel, sir, you blatantly Ghana for Binimu a woman aqua police station so ama yantwon maso, and this is serving as a form of reinforcement for amanfoɔ so betumi abawura any police station at any point in time when they are aggrieved, knowing very well say they have the right means to have used to ensure say near wɔn bu afu ho no ke betumi atu ho no. What do you think say?
Definitely. And then police for Yoko for amount for demonstration, BNI amount for demonstration. And this is what we have allowed over time. It's a police operation. Democracy way free by, particularly in America, you are a dead man. You put a gun in your head. I have said this over and over again. So even though there are excesses with the police, they find a way of disciplining officers who misconduct themselves. When you also call people to interfere in police operation, you've committed an offense. But we allow them. And I know that non-punishable of offenses will rationalize bad behavior and promote antisocial tendencies in society. One day, if care is not taken, the police people will leave everybody in this country and there'll be chaos. Because communities need police and the police need a community. And sometimes when you even hear some of the people who speak against the police in the manner they did, you can see trouble, you can see danger. I say the police people don't know their left from their right. With the career research or police for say, is there any academic qualification they don't have? And find out the background of the people who work with the police. But hey, we run them down, we bastardize them. People in politics who have no business, they have no brains in their head. They speak to the police anyhow. They mobilize people, they bastardize the police. So their followers also do the same thing. And people know that you can bastardize the police and get away with it. So that is what we have done. It's unfortunate, but that is our story as a nation.
Our community and as our society that we happen to find ourselves in, do you feel, say, we as a state and as a group of people have weakened the strength of the Ghana Police Service by our actions and inactions?
Yes, because we don't empower them. We only go after them when something goes wrong or we perceive something is wrong. Because Abena Amebo, it happened in the hands of the prison officers, no prison, like police people. And a papani we can say police for a papano. Like the other side of the story will not be told. And see, that is what we don't learn from history. We don't even teach history. We have mismanaged all our history and we change it because of politics again. We change everything. So we don't learn from history, no traditional knowledge, no nothing. And to be other than that, it guides us. History guides you, whether in law enforcement, whether in society, whether in media. History guides you and it directs you as to what to do, what not to do. That is the importance of history. Then you know the ramifications of getting it wrong and doing it that way and doing it this way and the goodness when you do it that way. But we don't document it again or we don't tell people what it is and we also don't learn from it. So it creates many more problems for us. There are things we can avoid, but because we don't know our history and because we don't learn from history, we commit the same type of offenses almost every now and then.
Finally, Ansano Ako, a lot of people are sending me private messages and they are interested in the conversation that we're having about the internal security and the Ghana Police Service. So, say, under no circumstance, routine say police for HOB normal the nekwa to sell routine or somebody pan FMO any day. Would they have to inquire whether the person has got any health conditions be a bit to me as a result of BI the nekwa to no? Procedure okay, for me,
your rule number 2. Rule number 1 says do not attack the law enforcement officer. Rule number 2 says even when you think the law enforcement officer makes a mistake and is at fault, refer back to rule number 1. We don't even know the rule number 1 and we don't even know the rule number 2 because we bastardize everything. Now, prison for a papa we are a prominent person come on. The question is, did they tell them the man had such condition? Or did the man tell them he had such condition? So the way we engage ourselves in public education is important. Who is speaking and who is listening is important. and not about defining relationship between a suspect and the law enforcer.
Mm-hmm.
And so it comes from who we recruited as a police officer, the training we gave them, and what are the key performance indicators of such officers. And then when you go into the police service, you have protocol police, you have political police, and you have professional police. Unfortunately, the protocol police and the political police are many. So what we do is you will have to tell the police officer, if they don't ask you, you have to tell them you have this condition. But I gave you examples. The fear of being arrested alone can trigger a health crisis. The nature and the manner of the prison cells can trigger a health crisis. In the course of the arrest can trigger a health crisis. Why you are arrested can trigger a health crisis. Knowing the charges that will be brought against you can also trigger a health crisis. And even if you don't have an existing health issue, it can trigger a new one for you. So it's based back on engagement. Now, baby, I occupy democracy with the buy, and when they say they are arresting you, so far, arrest is not like you are, let me say this one, a little controversy, but let me say it. You are always not arrested because you have done something wrong. Yes, you are always not arrested. And I say, all the people we have arrested, we are not arresting all of them because all of them have done something wrong. You can be arrested when you have actually not done anything wrong. Number 3, you can be arrested and released on daily basis for as many times as possible. Public education. And Sefah Kopeskama NCC Nomukoye public education and create awareness. Because societies that are well informed, when they say they are arresting somebody, you clearly understood that it's not everybody that is arrested that has committed a crime. Or they are not arresting all of them because all of them have committed a crime. And so you see, we are arresting people. Sefah, I'm Richard Kumado. I'm from Ghana Police Service. We are arresting you, or we are taking you to ourselves. Call your family, call your lawyer for these offenses. This is what we are taking you to. It doesn't lead to any commotion because Sefah knows that these are police officers who have announced themselves, introduced themselves, told me where they are coming from, why they are arresting me, and they asked me to speak to my family or my lawyer. When I get to the police station, I can decide not to speak until my lawyer comes. If I don't have a lawyer, the state will give me a lawyer. Because in a democracy, rule of law is key. And everybody is entitled to legal representation. These are basic education. But this thing I'm telling you, Sefah, it can lead to a whole community against the police.
And it's something that we've witnessed several times, And
so when you do that, tomorrow when your back is against the wall, the same police people you have bastardized and humiliated and create all manner of problems for them, and sometimes they have leniency on you, and they don't take you out, or they don't come back to you in a manner that is uncomfortable. You are looking for them. Then you go back and say, oh, the police didn't do anything about my case. Are you serious? And so those are the issues we need to look at.
We need a critical public education on police and our law enforcement. Any timamu for our inkita hudi and you've just mentioned saying first can come NCC no enigman. Ora kuma do mamena wase na no pay say.
Thank you. Thank you. But on the Kokratum case in a drug case no we are similar. Okay. I will learn from it. No.
David.
And for another day. Bye-bye.
Ora Richie Kumar now to the end on the live on Happy 98.9 FM.
For all the news updates, trending topics, good music, and unbiased analysis of various issues, listen to the Happy Morning Show on Happy 98.9 FM. We are your morning companion.
The morning show that brightens your morning with exciting news, great music, great talk, and incisive discussions. This is the Happy Morning Show, Mondays to Fridays on Happy 98.9 FM.
You realize that be am tenasia, and there are things that I advocate for. Man for brain one, almost share down for my journey and call whom I keep it me at home. And I always say, sir, any part of one, the level of illiteracy of my moon was so. And so we need constant education on a lot of the things. And Yama who do one, Edidi Juma and Braho don't Edidi Juma or my mono. Then I was saying, do whom come bosswa. Manito a month for trimo. Say, ye tun safrubia, and on Tracy Sebi Ebia, when Nipano, ye buono kumfo. Ye tun safrubi. Say, yem fanny pano enco a ye police. Asye na yanko tunanoa and on Tracy Bia. And we've witnessed this in this country. We've had political parties, we've had followers of some musicians. We turn radio to say, I mean, it's needless. It's needless. It's not as if the person is going to be executed. Young kunku kunu ye mu kung for. Your friend is yet to nano. So what a year temerity bakabro for nano pay. To me ben I will say one more edem brana show monsem said they should enforce the law. Omatun sa frubi. Na akwakobo dumpim. Ewo yoku. Enimu na mo ye chere na mo ye dede ewo ho na yatun sa afrobi ni ye hunu se party mabi abodompem akwa akogina ho ma anya nim NDC yebi NPP yebi NDC yebi NPP yebi and Orakumadukai we seem to be bastardizing the Ghana Police Service and we seem to be sabotaging Mujumadi Omudi. And then at a point, because people have done that over a period of time, yan fa sutuebia am fa ma woninti. One more miahudu bia who say this is what we can do to the police when police come for yenipa or mbe for yenipa bikwa sani bitumi ayeno. Enti nei amanfo afasho mutrimu say they can do whatever it is that they like to the police. Enti ebetu mu nipa pe o makobo dompem wo say yenyan nipa no. Na nipa no mesinko. Say ye tutu nipa na no, say nipa na kwa akodi boni bia. Emra no sɛ de emra ne tie no ɛwɔ sɛ emra no ye ma enipa no wɔ hɔ ne ndu gyina sene bia na court amanemre so omra ne ye meka asɛm no ye nhwɛ bibia obia ye bi pɛn ama ɛyɛ force ye de gu institution ni so no wagya enipa no nti ɛna esisi ukɔ ye nkuro to ahodo no mu a ye nya bɛkye enipa pɛ ni na nkonkobo dompem o police station na ye nyi nipa no emfamaye. That is the kind of society that we have built over a period of time. And these are the results that we are going to see if there is no change. Yenye yadwene si ebe satra. Yinkuru to any of my kwanye faswa chichire no. Me I will say time and again. Me yachemia fati emma ho. No. Emma ho. Say my friend lawyer, say lawyer mra. That's it. And I don't see what your presence is going to do. Emrano se me boom brano so na so twen ho a. E dia so twen ne be mame. Entimi na me tutu manam yie. Se me nkonkoto esam mu. Na emrano nkonkodi me. Ebi wo ho a ye frɛ wo a ye nchi ye mfa wo nkonkoto afiase o. Ye frɛ ebia as a witness to a particular issue. Aya ba frɛ brana ye ne uni nkomisan sɛ obi abodin sɛ asɛm esi ye no ohunu bi. Oye obi aye dancing enti bra. Anase asɛm esi ye na wo hobi enti bra. Ye nchi nipa no. Ye mu naten, ye nyi naten, ye mu anu kumfo. Enso behwe na amanfo akwakobo dompem. Police station. Yoko. Shraj. Police headquarters. Na because we say people have right to protest in and people instigate the people against the police. That's where we are.
Sefa utu ejamuafo no na utu ekurasofo. Let's just be professional in our dealings. What is the code of conduct? What is a professional way to go about these things? We wouldn't want a situation where police inhibit or suspect says a Falcojene girl. And because Oshe police are Tarientino, now about Befasefa Akojojo. We don't want that to happen. Mm-hmm. In as much as we wouldn't want say police near Bechisefa, na fatia ko organize boys say mo ma yenko go police station ho yenko say nneoma yenko face police fo no ye ne omo nkoko ntokwa ye ne omo nkoye exchanges. But let due process take its course. So who invite you be for questioning? Who invite you be to help with investigation be a woye anabibia? I don't think say ubo rani panifie ebia negate wa lock ya ubu no na wako inside na wako tututu nyama wonifi akoda no nyama ebutu na wafa no na odenoko. I don't think that's how it's supposed to be done. I don't think that's how it's supposed to be done. Who invite you obia? Sometimes when you to me throw a letter. Na ya dia bro so you invite you and that say bra. But I come here and say what we see is Rambo style no. Na ya boy ro bifie, ya boy ro bi adwumam na ya koswa nipa no. Enti amanfo bodompim ko ye dede who then you come back and say that oh nipa ne yanchi no na ye invite no atoto na no. Yanya nyoma ye. Sene beya. People will not misunderstand the process. People will not take every little thing as political persecution. People will not take every little thing as abuse of power. Not bibia and you're fine. Otherwise, this is what's going to happen. I wasn't there. So what's here your reporter no? The chronology of events now. Sefah, will the people really be happy with how things happened? No. The ben is police for muchi obia musibam no e man the hospital. It's not like mob abu obi na mu police for mabeji nipa no. And how can, if it is what just that policeman and a boo nipa, how can one policeman beat somebody to stupor? How? Enti no muma enya botene yen hwehwemu no de. But the yen hwehwemu no, we need to let our security personnel know, say, there is a reason why in I say, asem tu obia nko unja nimra police station mum no. Me jam laptop e wo car mu. And a driver no. On me di nsem 12 midnight or some membransa wom na membeji. Me nya car kra na me de akọ nsa wom ho. Enti me nanti 12 midnight me ko gina akwan ho. And me hu police pick up. And I'm stop here omo. And I'm church omo. They took me do one na boys bear say 20. And omo ne guy nanam. And omo ko me laptop mommy. And they didn't take anything from me. They almost time to share a car. And mommy and a car need me be fear. This is what I would want to see from your police. Not that police near Kobuobi are watching no for whatever reason. Emrana edi ejuma. Obi edi bonena se was a chena. Watching no. What did they call? What did I say? Marco court your process no? And the judge no bu edi ni for. Doesn't know how could they massa. Into mama yan assembly. That's just what I'm going to say.
Happy 99 FM no sukusuati no. Yemfa ye aboafo enkrato emfamra na ye ba afi. The rest of the time no, yene Ghana for any nkomo live on Happy 98.9 FM.
The morning show that brightens your morning with exciting news, great music, great talk, and incisive discussions. This is the Happy Morning Show, Mondays to Fridays on Happy 98.9 FM.
For all the news updates, trending topics, good music, and unbiased analysis of various issues, listen to the Happy Morning Show on Happy 98.9 FM. We are your morning companion.
A Brennan draw, see the happy on wheels, Jumedia Cassia, a free happy 98.9 FM. Yeah, the Bremo, Bakaya Hua, Nima, Medina Station, Yawada, 25th of September, 2025. If you know me, no Ekopim no, Sia, Bright, Nayana, Yantana Sinding Koma, Adam Puntu, and Koso, ye your cancro, Eba Yam Potamu Ahudo, our bra. Yani MC and in Penny for what can be a year, a jelly for a drop for any open biara wakabia eto asumu esinkonya na yedin komo maminkai wo said Dr. Zen Natural Deodorant and aso yase won beba hobi Dr. Zen Natural Deodorant eye deodorant ya obetimi dia yo moto mu a edro bia nka ho enanso emanka bia emma ho happy on wheels and massage medie empa ho kayo say 25th of September 2025 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. Nima Medina Station. Be there, be heard. Happy on wheels. Your voice, your power. Your power.
Everywhere you go, big goal for the friends and the family. Big goal, big refreshing moment. Big goal for the kids and the adults. Boys and girls with a drink up. Big goal, everywhere the party day. Big goal, we go mash up the place with the big goal. Greatest in every battle. Big goal, big goal, big goal, big goal, big goal, big goal. Big refreshing moments.
Beagle drink. Big refreshing moment. Another quality product from Trillium Industries. This advert is FDA approved.
Yamamwachio Niamakwaba. Eba happy morning shows. Ewo happy 98.9 FM.
Unim say koba nyina no ade ba kwambese mi hunu if you've had any encounter with the Ghana Police Service. And I know say there may be good and bad encounters any Ghana Police Service enya. And some time back na me can say I know say the Ghana Police Service almost continuous training for personnel. Ma one more police service no mu no. Ye mo makonya say omo konkosua de to better for the Ghana Police Service over a period of time. And so that abribia no omuna omudi emrano eye juma. And so they should understand emrano and use the law. Ombe yusu mrano na omudi adi umujuma ahudwa omu edi. But for me encounter with the Ghana Police Service is being say bia otika mu any de account home. And one thing that I've realized is that on about 2 or 3 occasions amene police for binumu enya nkitahudie. One of the things that I gleaned, ade ba ko amehunu ye, was nkitahudie no mu ni say a lot of them are even oblivious of the law. The very law that they are supposed to enforce. And there was a day near Namdodo Wakwanso. Police nibi ejinayen, beside a number of questions. And in those circumstances, I was so timinyanto boasie na odi anu ye. Edema police ni no. Na obisa ninsem wie ya. When him say enso ye mfifi mu. And we sought to also find out why he was asking all of these questions. Whether there is a reasonable objective for asking these questions. I mean, there was a day I was going home, and also, Temamoto way, no swa. As I do say, ye used a new stretch of the road na omwaye. We were accosted by a police officer. Dear called Tulaku police station. And while I was at Tulaku police station, all that we sought for, they say, Oma yentro ye crime that we've committed. On having a copy of our driver's license. Na asotwe wo ho, emra ye busuo no, ehho asotwe no. On famaye, o said that. And that we should wait. Na ono, and also kohunu, station officer. Emma station officer, eba. Now as someone no be catch station officer no edibidi juma and ono na kwa kotro asem no on our behalf. No, you cannot do that. So the otro die we are I was saying so trade. I said da kohu koye pinten. And so I sneaked and I'm kohu inspector no wo a police station hon. And then me ni din komo. And the inspector directed us any station officer our duty as of that time and then international income. And I explained the situation to him. And all that he said was, I mean, that needed no confrontation. He told us, no, we can't go. Because there was no sign on the road indicating that don't use that part of the road. And I said, it's newly painted. Road markings are painted on the road, and so do not use that. So these are instances that I've had with some personnel of the Ghana Police Service. There are other people that I've engaged that you truly see. Osante they understand the law. I don't know, say I encounter beer. Fati ADA was a clear instance of police say they need to ensure the safety of human beings and the safety of property. I've had an escort of that nature before. And a police need not in the car. And me on me. Say, are you look like somebody I know. Stop your junction as well. I can say yes. Na my elite. My elite kakra. Obesi mo haya. Dimi people. But I don't know what your encounter has been with the police. Share with us. 0551 563 916 and 0555 657 0555 657 278. Two numbers you'll be to me afraid. You didn't come live on Happy 98.9 FM. Good morning. How do you know, baby? Good
morning. That's if I want to say.
Obadi Adam announcer in Bacho Uding.
Bacho, FM
Sunny amount from Sunny Bacho Muti or Adama.
That's if I police for no. A bit of my year, a bit of straight my year. Let me say, person may be Jimmy, maybe pa.
Juma Ben Odiu. Juma Ben Odiu.
Yeah, what phone is next time, whatever you call. Some now, a united man of 1 year. Yeah, when you any phone chat, I didn't know me now. Every morning, I said, okay, this will mean chat here. It's in the personality of the and I also to me up with Johnny Power. I'm only Pan. Everyone check him to my church in the Pan from an actor or the Alaska. That's what come on for some music for the music for. Sonia, I some you see your cooking. A big show, and I say last year this is and the said you remember you what doing I go for station. Let me just see my phone with me from that over that. As you
Sunny, I'm from Sunny Miano. As young, good morning. Didn't be afraid of you.
Kwadwo Sefah-Danquah.
We and an amwako, I am Shano.
Sefah and a pay Yamiasum drink count.
Nana, Yamiasum drink council.
The Dika, Mamincha incoming chairman, you were honorable watch a gas from the Yoga, but I was not Masumo Odi, Minchan and Ake, so international organizer. Sefah, Ghana police, a beer Juma a year. The Juma Hotel, the Museum for Ayabro. What did he say? Former Jamestown Police Commander, I.S. Superintendent Alexander Kwadwo, Alexander Tifu. They say I'm there, no call any name. They found them here driving. Now, you drive in your case, yeah, I'm going to call. Now, those days, not Station Master or whatever, Yasano, that Gabi, Udima, as an independent company. Say on the Casaba, no per se, or no different side department. Now, I'm going commander. Now, commander say, I'm fat at a number of your corona. Corona cheers me, you can say, you never know any mistake. A Nipana, or no, yes, I know why I'm vigilant because no Kotadi will be home. And I'd not got on no. Only people in the auto buy and if I 419, who tried in the car for driver, none the like a bonnet. Won't try to Canadian man, I'll say, that one, the new station, now also per car, now by family, Nippon by Minimuno. The Nipper who offer swap, they are that on the 7 in the media, they tell me at the new there now. Of that, the shadow in the back. Police commander now, Jamestown now. I have a tea kuda, Uncle Omni, they were on passing the man. And I put where I want to say, on your uniform. John Beccanon, and I think that I am meant to on do station or so they are saying be a tool from our and that's in your declaration there. And quite now, before you in fact, the very boom, in fact, the very boom, because on offense or should you from you, you're not the kind of fun, universal or casta, and that's what you police me. But and yes, I am man at every year, my past, every year, James Town police for morning outcome for Kwadwo police station, a year for ministry police station for more than I for. Central MTTU for more na yakron.
David Nana Nyanto was in Nasobe na wa. David but I was so to me so you know so ni dey.
Sefai in ya so ni say wonam no blood like answer position or semacho. Me wa ye kwanza na so na Ghana anya kwani ye papa. Obo wuti mbo photos na obo bro eduka na eyetu. Odo saka na so o say mentiasie say mechew na oju muzika. I think we are all questioning Nipano. Wait a minute, boy, next time, who let us lecture, woman and Tissa, or the fish of she from your bar. I also did do bottom. Chesapeake for a law to a Mokola law to go. Mokola person at the sprinter front. Listen, you, what they book wine at the sprinter front, Ducano, or you are the commission, and I can advance. Not that catch you all, I can advance.
Nana, Mamma was it, Yanko, good morning, we need to be a free.
Also, more evidence here, also than us.
Of course. Or some done as
that more evidence.
That enriches the conversation. No man come on here, then.
Into what room, Obala pass, Pebia in the Kajina, and Luduka swat, traffic lights manipulation. What is need now?
Last farmers anymore. Last farmers anymore. Outside lane, no, a lady, Emma Coco, a sad domi station. Exactly.
Nipa kra ekra kwa no mujina se ohun de se ka eba no na police need now air direct into evidence nearby the chia e be ka se fa kra ni into se fa na evidence brand fa minchia na minchia oba papa Fatisha Bali e bia se wo ye interview se omba mu a eya na me sheda anya oki o se ya na pa wo ka about galamsey enye NDC enye MPP eye hwan ya che aban no council of chiefs count ana Amamu yebu o ma we me council of chiefs count.
Omo kan ho bi.
Omo kan ho. Council of chiefs no mo ho ambre bia aba no be 4 years na okọ. Council of chiefs aso ho aramboa.
No kre.
De dia ye tu galamsey na wan fa. Sa chiefs ye omo ye council no. Omo land so na tu galamsey no.
Omo house of chiefs.
House of chiefs.
Yes.
Inti chief abom nko ade. Chief abom nko ade house of chiefs ata you fi aramboa.
No correct.
Inti ayinfo no ngwo mu no omo outside this one tu galamsey no. Me ka say e bibi etumi ebesi e wo ohini bi ekuro so e mo ka say me embo twene for 1 month obi embo twene asore kura me embo twene wo ho. Na say obi edis me etumi bo twene ya embo twene 1 month. E ye etumi si e ma say the whole week mo bia na bibia ma etumi e order sa authority no. But ye tu galamsey wo the same kuro no say ka say just aban akufu ado ana say jomo ma ne besi ano dia. Then say yen kan kura papa yen. Only a friend Richard Kumodo Eddie Komono. No, okay, the other say, the police. Omo amni democracy ba no. Omo police no so ka say gina no we no about yoku. Anamwa. And there civilian any to the police in at the end of the police case. You see severally and the police for so omo shots for revenge. Se faramwa.
Okay.
And the police no shots for revenge. And to say yes citizens no, the anya who say yes citizens also give embracewa. Me police never about you. Be mrade ko bi on family because the sense according to say nipa embu ni me ma invite you program wamba na asema ay ko si ya no me se be kan nya wa say baby asem e ko si e won ngwa that last year so okay a match in this last year this year last match you ko si o ima bi e na e si ma no e na tiotu yo ima no wuye.
Yes.
The same program na ya celebrity your friends your prophet yeah as a god gangbe no ya the mixi ya the fra maulid ya omowono ene ye and na me invite to at least e bia ka oba but me nya story bi ho no wa be catch am for e wo opanyin na odi enim no enenum na ka wa ba tra man say obi ti wala so ni be at the story ni fia nipa ne e share say ma obi e betutu oni fi wa bra aye story oyin bi. So nam se nipa asu ya anti kasanti no oba ni fie e betutu na adeɛ a ɛkɔɔ so wɔ hɔ no ɛkyerɛ sɛ panyin bi ɛwɔ baabi tumi bi ɛwɔ baabi ti sɛ mpanyinfoɔ sɛ ɔmo kasa ɔmo yi so ɔmo tumi de ayɛ adeɛ a no matter about 4 years pɛ na ɔbɛkɔ ma ɔda ma ntu ɛsɛ ma agya ntu
ɛyɛ ma no ase yɛnkɔ good morning wodi ni baabi afrɛ fio
Sefah, nyame asom gye nka.
Rose, the queen of the airwaves.
Sefah.
Rose.
So who ye dear?
About the other room, you could come crack announce where.
Adum na na ekra ye mu. Anope de baby bia me papa ona bodana mate me nsa obia me chia no. Because the shade amano ne ne busia ne nyina na chiriba efremo. Sefah. Nana makubeka asem bi na asem ne ye mesre. But na asem na oka no ye no kra na oka no but okon direct. Sefah men na miama kwan we so manso ene ahyama kwan so aya na me feri ma miama nnuano mo police for papa sefah da we ya IGP o we juma ye ebe ya o mo police won sa ko school bio no mo chechire o mo police na asiye bebe no ejuma no o mo nti ase o ma fa ejuma no se ejuma no ye se sere ejuma na o mo ye wo kwan so enti mesre IGP police phone almost a form of school. Sefah, o dani se sref o kwan lorry kwan so. Ka bian betwemu onya gina nkwan de Sefah. O be man top money ansa na wako. Ono na ye business a omo ye wo manso kwan so, lebano kwan so, police phone omo gu kwan so she fitani na ne police atare ni na. Ejuma omo ye drivers phone no. Me pese me bisa wo sa titie mu na edi omo fa na ana sa na ye juma ye kire omo se omo ye wo kwan so Sefah se I hope say ye tue omo fa butu ka ye tue omo
of course
na denti na omo gu police ni me juma sisa Sefah wo man so kwan so he areho be kan nya bape na be man mo akọ e kire no mo apushi e man so omo nko because a man na ye deserve sesre enti oba no nya fa kan e chipe na meti no de ahye ne nsa o say woni mejuma no dada wa ya de mo kombra Sefah many woman wo mo mesre IGP say police won o mo san fan tetie mu biom o mo gu police and juma no ma se do nyame ka one of pay
no as Rose queen of the airwaves na te say oni edin kobo on yanko good morning we need be afrefi.
Good morning, Mr. Sefah.
Yes, sir.
Mr.
Boatin, but you here.
Sefah, police are some and the police, you know, the entire answer. Almost them right, you man, almost. It's too me, ordinary person, but my meeting police near what kind of correct. That do one. I want a problem in the war. And because I know what the Sefah me crack police, you know, who she am. And I'm so car no me edge me dey co shop. My we glass in na. What's the family lances and I'm so sorry. My lances na ni car no other car in Montino and crime is here. What's watching? And I'm so officer no 24 hours to say me produce me my lances. O say who ni mu na ho. Mu na mu ye tu no Ghana no. Bibia mo pa je se mu ni. No asake. O pe so yi o kra. Enti Sefah we police ni ana e do so on ma what a trotro driver na a mistake o ye mistake in police no you right watching o see passengers mu ya mu nsi bribi me catch police ni say no this is not how we treat passengers let me say why wrong no watching na ye wo mra wo so de ne faso ba won tumi ganja me am ko madjuma ni say me nsi for me keka police ni say me ye tu no. Enti Sefah police assembly there and here for brew police station mo and brand the whole but you be no police department from running here juma me nka so obi nko attack police and they wrong but mo Sefah mo was receiving no there emra no omo yusu kakra ma mo ba yan ho down ni the emra ni here juma kura police ni ohu an bu afudu da obetima bo asum enko ba bia obetima you bibi ka catch inspector nka hwe enti mo amode mo agi dinga tran na mo de amra ni di mo jeba ye wa se ne de ne amra bia no ye adwuma di fa me da so obi nso nti aso
Mr. Boatin tema mama na wase yanko good morning di ni ba bia frefi
Honorable Sefah
we Sakura the mouthpiece of Ablekuma Central
Chair Blukma Central for me in the Honorable MC, Kasam Chan, Honorable Ali Aruna Sulichan and the President, Aladia Commission Chan, Sepa, and say, I somehow come out of you. And your police for me now. Papa will make a police for Papa will to create dinner, or Mujasa. Omo dinner consumption na enye omo dinner na yeta o the family make a show me dey be catch na e bia meni apapa wo mpa obi wo hon kura ukoma no ska onji ugman kura onji ono ofere se kura o be ska wo amafo ni apapa wo o sefa apapa wo min dada o just a few na who said the last time we complain now trailer because 24 hours.
Yes, Mikai.
Now, all load gallons. We call the Portuma police, MTQ police. I guess you only 24 hours. At the part, you better Portuma police no call. I think, there are no move can call. You see, RSC can from cost station. It's you see, I then, of course, I say, say, move can. Yeah, I mean, the course. The per second. About what's now Muko police station, a lawmaker can slap a police officer in public. A lawmaker. If I me ordinary person, be an officer in here. If I me be an officer in here. So be sorry to attack the police station. Me mean case a but the lawmaker, I had a certain example. A man for ADC. And say, yeah, police invite you. A lawmaker can demonstrate and go to the police and demand release of the person. The lawmaker will be a minister and cause Sam Ramami. On look call demonstrate and say, I don't think I have police for afraid. If I want to I able. Why am I actually? Obi a onu ese onim weni nyina obumra no so. Se fa Ghana on Ghana. Ni ka se de nkola no ko eye o. Say se ni pa ko no omu wi e woni mu. E na omu di nu ko. On se party nyami enchira party. Yo so na e party nyami chira no. Se be police se fa ni police chase girl ba ko a case ba ni hon who can say obey yourself sefa only police big girl ba ko ti na case according to sefa adi na me shira why so how did that be ba
I know I say is Agora and free Ablukuma Central. Good morning, I didn't have review. And then I was three. Right today from Abosuka.
I was okay with you. Mavincha Sakura. Sakura. Police pass on there. Mamincha IGP. You know. On the so by Oboijuma, Papa, no Oboijuma. We are police bar or my check our police, you know. And now Munim Ghana or Munim Kone Dia IGP or the Biawavia no pay. The Kia Papa and no pay. Honorable courage, my captain, never to LTD. Any honorable Alaja Kondo, in charge of operation or caster or big man or caster. I'm Navaso. Only media police here. Many police need any action. Police for the EBA, if it's any, one share police need a mau keta, Joan Chiasse. Many Madame Fubio, Madame Fubi H.K. Only say police need Eja Eddie Etu Nikemu, S.I.Cheno. Or the we also upon the statue, or the we ate to the camo, such and say, we know, a no, and all the two can. If I am Madame for you, we on him the way
really cry here. It's a police system there. Me police. Me better menya police cry them. Me no be enya some cry na the mommy cry there. Me call police station. I call report it because the baby you know one shey ya asem no on better than they go so. If your police for omuye good. Me to me cast the police for na enye. Your police for omuye good papa. Hey, yes, I bind and cast another your ball more basso. You want our police for now. Yes, a ball more basso papa. Because now say police are or more. I call it a munjina no munjis cankwa and no quani in more juma or moye. So more driver near. So both seat vet cry. The Becato, for seat vet. There's a ball cococrano. That's all you will steady. It's a police for the dear. It be soon, yeah.
But the proof say Unipano or whom we da and a police for a din we go Tony Kermo. How do you substantiate that?
Honorable Sefah, me that down. Nipano, we crowd won't be that.
So how do you know? How do you know so who be that?
Oh, tell me the Nipana make an one any.
Unen netia, unen neda.
That day now, and yes, sir, you can't see kind of move. I have a baby, and also all the good. One day the good not setting the good to move. Say, Anka, or no Anka, I say, six can move. No, Konoko be able to bow, be able to move. I will can move. And a police in any call, yeah. Go be able to move. Later, and all this really bad. We will than boot to me.
Right, Mamma, no, I see. Mamma, fears me to have a final call and I am for you. Good morning, we didn't have your review.
I first time about final call and Rasifa. And friends, now we can't about the friends prospectus more. It's a now can be say government move young school could be sana.
Bisabio,
a question. Now, who can be a friend and Colamo school? That's a new form one form of a more prospectus no.
A harmonized prospectus no.
That's the number one prior in the
they are buying no.
Okay. And now, lastly, Obia Casa police for probably any.
But I want to make us. I would disagree with you. I totally disagree. What do you mean by so claim in India?
Mammy and send my over Jimmy. Oh, sir, Minuka say, La Paz, Opaka, Fimadina, Eba La Pasa. Also, see what as farmers. And so, they see your first police station here down. Who is then expected to have traffic about La Pharmacy one? So, it's a for a would do Caswano. Who put the car in one? No, we see. No one until about as farmers. I want a laptop. Who is your language now? I want to direct drivers know. Sound. So, men now make us up. What about for Jimmy? Let me one about you.
You may say. So,
what you mean? I'm not police volunteer said the American. I'm going to some and direct drivers. Would you know one bet you on another bet you? Nobody never shown. I escaped with them. 2 minutes better, South on the walk. So, Jamaica won't be that.
Several times.
Until Jamaica, police know a panel. I'm not, you see, or do you
but then that's what you mean, I said police. Police over police over 40,000. Of course. Malamidi, my inference here. But the point is that ade a won hunu ye ne menka. The case that Malamidi Ediaban, of course, right, but you cannot base on that and say police for be no. That particular statement you cannot make. You can say some of them that you've actually had an encounter with, dear, and idea, of course, fair enough. Because we obviously if you be an mensem, we won't know mensem. Again, bright, as a man now can say, na did you see with your eyes? What do you want to say? Police in the car and the boot no. Eno allegedly. Marijuana and Eddie Gook. Car and the boot, ama ya disobo a ball, or young kono say or no, ena or de weed no aquacoku and any car and the boot. Sometimes we need to have proof to substantiate some of the statements and answer some of the claims that we make. Young fans here, tomorrow, you're waiting Komobi. And a young commander and then no. Ye can't want some down then but yempe anu ye enfaman. And it is rearing its head again. A salmon tissue view. Ochina, you be the sans of home como. If you want to know, join in. A customer drama on Siabuano Panua. Sabre na akra kopim non kron. It is sans of no ebebro. Live on Happy 98.9 FM. It's about you. It's about me. It's about your ma. Our mokusuku a hodrono. Emono. You be the home come on your mepa. That's all. So you can see the entire production team. Joe Sanko to offer him now or send you message. 12 a.m. Miriam Akwete. You can see mano. You can see ma Nana Mako Junior to your petting Aberfontin Tank. So. Yɛmfa say ma mo share live on Facebook mo tie mo free nyina no yɛda mo ase nyankopɔn hyira mo na ontonko so na yanyonko fa ne yigita hudi a yedie no ema no homene so sanso na mo ni show no ho adanse yɛmfa ma afoforo no sɛ de mo ma ni di show no ho adanda nyina mo chinchim fidie de to ano mo nka nkyera foro bi no mo nso mo chinchim fidie mfanto a na nkomo no sɛ de yɛtie no yɛne ne dan nyina yɛfra me nyankompa sɛ kyiri hye aduana abrade de hye kyenkyehene na Kwadwo Sefah-Danquah ansa sasraku nana enemy ya sorry so man bro yeah so for sense of sports is up next remember na say mama mo kan ho mi di dwuma di nyina edem wase nyame nhira mo